Hello, 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 love wrestling. It's Thursday night. It's 8 p.m. And you know what that means. It's another new episode of Between Two Beards.
Can we start off with the biggest news of the week? The Rats lost!
But every night I'm making new best friends, and the only problem is you like having a good time. Forget yourself now.
If you've got the budget, I've got the time.
There he is.
Hey, boss!
There's the boss.
Hey! The man with the finest beard on this screen. Canadian boys, shut the hell up. Let me talk.
You see, the Rads are resourceful. When I got beef with somebody, I can find a way to talk to them.
Listen between two beers.
Getting down.
Hello, 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 love wrestling. It is Thursday night, and it is 8 p.m. And y'all know what that means.
That's episode 185.
It's pretty good. That's a good number to have the holiday.
I put the number of this week.
Again.
I remembered.
Yeah, it's good. We forgot last week, but that's a nice.
Not we. You.
not
I
round-
forgot.
not round
You're
number, but that's a good number. That's
you're a
good
professional. I just forget things.
I doubt it. I don't know. Have you seen me lately?
Yeah, I see you all the time. I've seen you for 185 of these things.
I know. This is the next week. You know, if you followed our social medias, you've seen that next week is the 4th annual.
Yeah,
PLUGGO.
that was crazy.
4th annual Beardy Awards. So
Yeah.
go to our Twitter, go to our social medias. There's a link on there. You can vote as many times as you would like. So
Yeah,
go
you
vote
can
for
spam
those.
the vote.
You
We
can
don't
if
care.
you want. You can
We
if
don't
you
care.
want. No. So go vote for those. Next
We've
week we'll be
seen the
doing
power of that. We've seen the
Yeah.
power of the sway of the vote. Matt Cardona swayed the vote last year. He might do it
He
again
sure
this year.
did.
Stay to the
Sure did.
socials because that's coming up next week. But this week,
Oh yeah.
like last year, we were trying to figure out what to do. It's the week before Christmas for us, or whatever holidays that you partake in. But for us, it's week before Christmas, and we were like, you know what? What if we just invite as many people as we had on, all the guests from this past year, all of our friends, and just have ourselves a good old time. And in our way of saying, like, thank you for being a part of 2024. Thank you for everything that you've done for us. It's been a crazy good year. And, you know, it's kind of a slow week. It was a pretty solid week.
I
of
mean, there
wrestling,
was
but
some. No, yeah. I mean,
there was some stuff. So we'll bring on a group
There's a
of
lot of
characters.
wrestling this weekend. There's a lot of wrestling.
It's you know, and then we've always said too, if we don't have anybody show up, we'll crash our own house party because nobody came, and that's okay too. But you don't know who's going to show up over the next couple hours. I sent a bunch of invites out, so if no one shows up, I'm going to look like a fool.
Well,
and that's
we can
okay, 'cause
guarantee
I'm
that
used
no
to it.
one's not going to show up though, because we have some people that have popped into the back
We
here.
have two in the pack.
Who's
One got
familiar
here.
faces.
One got here early, which makes me think that person shows up super early to actual parties. You know what they say? Like, party starts at 7. You don't really get there till 9.
Yeah,
This particular guest is there.
you got to roll in with an entrance, you know.
This guest will help you set up the tables.
Yeah. So we have a few people back there now. So let's
Oh,
bring.
There's another one.
Yeah, there's
three
three
now.
back there now, man.
Bring
So
it
this
in.
person was the person that showed up early was our pal Kimmy.
Of
So
course.
Kimmy is here. Then
Jimmy,
we also
Big
have.
Star Sokol.
Oh yeah. Then we also have our legal representation, Lawrence.
All right.
We're on friendly
Cartier
terms.
joint.
Yeah,
What's up?
Lawrence and I are on friendly terms today. Yesterday, not so much, but today we are on friendly terms. And then we have the voice of Love Pro Wrestling.
His voice is like butter.
It is like butter. You can hear it live here on this channel every Wednesday during the AEW Dynamite Watch Along. Our pal, Big Bad Boris.
Hello, it's my buttery voice.
Yes, Dustin, I'm blowing the budget early. Welcome in, Justin. Welcome in, Scott. What's up, friends, family? How are things? Are you ready for this holiday season?
I'm here for a good time, not a long time, because I got a donaire downstairs waiting for me, but I couldn't pass up the big open house party extravaganza. Lauren,
what's a donaire?
I think you guys call it a gyro or a gyro or
a hero.
Yeah, hero. Yeah.
Hero.
We call them donaires here. Lawrence,
what do you call them? Jimmy?
Thank you.
Oh, what?
A hero. Like a
hero.
The pita.
The sandwich.
Yeah, it's a euro.
Yeah, no, but like
it's a type of specific kind of sandwich.
Yeah. Is it do you call it a gyro? A gyro? No. Do you call it a hero?
No, I just call it a hero. Why do we got to be technical?
Hero.
Am I not supposed to? Now I feel like I'm wrong.
No, that's correct. There is no wrong way to say it, but Boris was saying they call it a donaire up in Canada.
It's like a version of it.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mrs.
Pluggo goes, "I love you more than Boris," and I was like,
"Wow." Well, but she just typed this though.
Yep, but I know
Boris is better.
I don't know. Was she lying right to your face?
She's hopping on the fence. She's flip flopping.
But how are we doing tonight, friends? Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you all showing up. Show some love. I know Kimmy's had a busy week. She's covering Ring of Honor, which has a big final battle tomorrow night.
Big final battle tomorrow night in my hometown of New York.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is good.
Are you going? Are you going?
No, Pluggo. I decided not to go to my brand pay-per-view in New York City.
I'm just asking. Sometimes I can't make things that are in my town. It happens. Sometimes things come up, Kimmy.
No, she's not.
Who gave this guy the link?
I mean, well, I feel you getting on. He says they're not the same to Boris. Boris is lying.
I don't know. I'm not the aficionado on donaires. I just eat a lot of them.
But we have this man.
What do you want?
One Thaddeus Archer the third.
What are you doing here?
Well, I wanted to pop in. I thought this was the Between Two Beards Christmas party.
It is. But you were like getting on me this morning on the internet, so I was just surprised you came.
Do you guys have a beef? I didn't know about this. Were you guys beefing?
Getting into fights with people? Unbelievable.
Shocker of the cinch.
That's true. LJ!
See, I wore this shirt for you, Pluggo. Where is it?
Heck yeah.
There you go. That's for you, pal.
No.
Love
and
it.
then Kyle Shaw saying happy holidays. Yeah, happy holiday, Kyle.
Yeah, I hope everyone is well.
Are you here to officially accept Boris's challenge for the death match?
I'm hearing rumblings and rumors. Please tell me what happened.
I have no idea.
Boris, tell you what happened. There's nothing to tell about what happened. I don't like you. You don't like me. What? The only way to settle this is for me to beat the daylights out of you.
Beats of strength. Wow. Get the Festivus pull.
So I've heard tell that it was the challenge was a death match.
Did I stutter?
Okay, no, I didn't hear this. I'm going through secondhand.
So you need to watch the fantastic
Are we booking a match right now? Are we
actually
booking a match?
Let the grown-ups speak, everybody. You've been in one match against Andy Anderson.
I've been in several
matches.
Carried you
throughout the whole thing, and we can talk to him Saturday about that. He obviously carried you. You have never been in a hardcore match. You've never been in a death match.
Fair.
So have you tasted the sweet embrace of barbed wire?
No, negative.
And you're challenging me to a death match.
Correct.
See, I have barbed wire scars literally on my head.
Yes, and you will have several more, is what I'm saying.
So this death match is your death wish?
Hey, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out with a bang. And I'm taking you with me.
Challenge accepted.
Oh!
It's official.
Challenge accepted.
Timestamp it.
Wait a minute. This is on video footage. This is on video footage.
And Jose, you were here for this.
Jose down here right as we're booking a match.
Merry Christmas, Jose. Oh, cheese grater.
Cheese grater. Oh no.
Oh God, not a cheese
Oh, he's going to grab
Jose,
something.
you came festive.
He's got a bundle of light tubes.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just sitting here with my pals, you know. We're a little lonely.
Let's see, there's cheese grater, there's light tubes, I have an empty can of Labatt. Can I go all Sandman and
Just Sandman.
Welcome to the Between Two Beers Open House Christmas Party.
God bless us, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Death matches around.
But we need Boris for play-by-play. If I face him in a death match and oust him like Takeshi or Ben or many of the other people that I've conquered, who's going to do play-by-play? Come on.
I'm confident enough in my ability to beat you to death that I could commentate my own match.
Sort of like Booker T.
I mean, if Light Cool could do it in
yes.
he could do it in
I'm gonna kick him again. Yeah.
Kick him again. Oh yeah. Let me tell you though, I was just at NXT on Tuesday, and that Booker T, easily the loudest pop of the night. Easily.
That's fair.
When he came out at the beginning, like not even close.
Everybody loves some Chucky Ducky.
That was amazing. That pop was amazing because that was the same building that Shawn Michaels lost his. I'm convinced. I know Fightful tweeted. I'm convinced that's the only reason Shawn did that. Was because he knew they were going to Lowell, and he was like, God damn, I want somebody cutting that promo in that building where I cut that promo. 100%. I was there for both of them, by the way.
This is not a knock, but that's Sean's MO. It's just I'm going to book all my classics in NXT.
Exactly. So little 11-year-old me was there when Shawn.
Speaking of classics, Jose, Buffalo Bills, baby.
Oh yeah,
yep.
You got the MVP most likely. Unreal.
Yeah. I'll be damned if we don't. Josh Allen's been playing out of his ass these last 4 weeks. Like, I mean, you think about how there's a stat line that he's always been. No quarterback has done this. No quarterback has done that. I mean, you go from that 4th down rushing touchdown that he had against the Chiefs, and then we go into that amazing game against the 49ers where he gets the passing, receiving, and a rushing touchdown all in the same game.
Yeah.
To having 2 games the following 2 weeks where he's scoring over 40 points. I mean, if he's not the MVP, I would be genuinely shocked.
Well, he's going to score about 60 this week because my Patriots stink. And they're going to lose. They're going to lose by 50.
Tom Brady, it couldn't happen to a better franchise.
The Bills are going to let it out. They're going to let it out they've been whooping our ass since Brady left, but they're going to really be like, okay.
The fun part is it might be Trubisky this week. You never know.
Probably I wouldn't be shocked if he's in by the middle of the second quarter.
There's no way Josh will win a full 60 this Sunday.
For our Canadian friends, this is football.
Sorry, we're talking NFL football. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I didn't mean to as a Buffalo Sabres person, I am in no position to talk about hockey.
Oh Lord!
I know my place. It's in the ground. Fire them all and start again next year.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh man. Anyway,
LA football has 3 downs and it's played between the Rough Riders. And at one point, there was another team also called the Rough Riders. There were 2 Rough Riders in the CFL at the same time.
Are the goalposts still in the front of the end zone?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
And you get 1 point. It's called a rouge.
And the field is wider. Field is wider, right?
If you if you punt it, if you kick a field goal and it doesn't leave the end zone, it's 1 point. It's called a rouge.
At any point, like at any point, if you kick a field goal,
so you think you could? Games have been won by somebody missing a field goal and they're not going to leaving the end zone.
Is Thaddeus a football guy?
By 1 point, people have lost 1 point.
Or just deathmatch king.
I don't like real sports. Only fake sports for me. Thank you.
It's fair.
Got it.
Yeah. Hockey, football. Actually, baseball's somewhat more enjoyable. But...
Baseball is my favorite sport. I just know it's it's not the most popular. But
my favorite sport is being Elliot's best friend.
What do you
Kimmy,
swear,
I swear.
What do you swear?
I swear nothing. But don't you dare talk about baseball like that. Baseball is the best.
All I know is that
it always has been the best.
It has always been the worst.
To close out her wrestling media career.
I was gonna say Kimmy decides to leave the wrestling media game and then all of a sudden just gets booked insanely amounts. It makes you think, huh?
Yeah. It also means that I got to get my shit in while I'm still a heel before she retires. So
that's correct.
It's true.
You challenge her to a death match right now. Do it.
This just in. Jose and I are going to start a podcast strictly to trash Kimmy.
I mean, all I'm gonna say is there might be a surprise for her final episode of Honor Ramble. Next week on Wally Podcast.
Oh boy!
Oh no!
Deathmatch. That's what they call a tease. That's what they call a tease in the biz.
That's what they call an Easter egg surprise.
Yeah. We'll go with a little subtle foreshadowing here. It was the great poet laureate Theramone that once said, "Let's get this roast to cooking."
They planned a roast for me. You know, I do so much.
I mean, I
for
thought
that.
about a shoot promo, but a roast is at least going to be funnier and in jest.
Yes,
But I
a
can
roast would
also,
be funnier for sure.
Play off of other people on the call if I need to, so it's fine.
I love it.
Oh my God.
I love it.
Yeah.
Anybody? Have you watched all your Christmas movie? If you celebrate. If you celebrate.
Christmas movie conversation.
Have you watched your Christmas movies yet? Have you started your tradition? Obviously, we're less than a week away. I assume most of you have. But like anybody watch, you have certain traditions that you've already done some. You got some coming up.
Die
What
Hard.
we got going on?
Watched Die Hard last week.
Okay.
I already saw a Christmas Story.
Never seen it. Never seen Die
Oh,
Hard.
trash.
You never seen? Wait. Time out. Well,
It's because you look like the dude from the Christmas Story. He looks like the adult version.
You know,
I see this.
Worst movie. That's not nice.
Worst movie.
No.
I mean,
I have a
compared to
controversy-
Ralphie, that little punk. Should have caught that Red Ryder BB gun in the eyeball.
Hey, Ralphie got color on that bully though. I don't
He
know.
did.
If you're going into a death match, maybe
Sure
it's a good
did.
thing he's calling you Ralphie because
Sure
that means
did.
crappy.
It's for me. It's the Griswolds, no matter what. National
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Although
Yeah.
I have a controversial yet brave statement regarding Die Hard. I
Go
don't
on.
think it's a Christmas movie.
I am with you,
If
Jose.
we're talking
I
about
don't think it
movies
is
that
either.
take place on Christmas, then
Yeah.
Rent is also a Christmas movie. And you don't hear anybody singing Seasons of Love during the holidays.
Here's my thing. I don't care either way enough to like argue about it. If you think it's a Christmas movie, fine. I don't think that just because a movie takes place during Christmas makes it a Christmas movie.
It's not. That's not the only reason. One, it's a man desperately trying to get home. Christmas plays an integral part of it. He's trying to get home on Christmas Eve to see his family, like 800,000 other Christmas movies. There is Christmas music displayed throughout. The main plot takes place at a Christmas party. His wife literally is named Holly.
The last line of the movie.
How
The
many
last
times
line
they-
of the movie. Argyle says, "If this is their idea of Christmas, I gotta be here for New Year's."
Yeah.
Defense. rest.
Argyle is literally named after a Christmas sweater. Argyle sweaters.
All right. Listen.
Florence, virtual high five. Up there.
Listen, I told you.
We're making friendships happen here.
Yeah, I love it. I love virtual high five.
Friday After Next is my next Christmas movie. I got
Friday After Next. That's
Friday After Next is
Hell
good.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You go Batman
That's in my top 5.
Batman Returns. Yeah.
Batman Returns. Yeah.
Is that a Christmas movie? I've never seen that either.
Yeah.
You never seen Batman Returns, bro?
No.
No.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm
Davey
not
J and I are
finding
gonna
it
go on his whole.
Pee Wee
on our
Herman
whole
is the
thing.
Penguin's.
no. I mean this with respect, but like that movie, they're older. Like you're the youngest one here. There's a chance that you might not even you weren't alive when Die Hard
Gremlins,
came out.
yeah.
I know for a fact you were not alive when Die Hard came out.
Yeah,
So-
that's why we're celebrating.
Oh, wow.
Christmas
You know,
party
Jose.
is mean.
Yes, our pal Gremlins, a great one. That's a great one. That's a good one there. Gremlins is very good.
Jose
Kimmy, have you
just came
seen
from my-
Gremlins?
No. I had this conversation with Adam Cole actually. We were talking about Gremlins, and he was like, "How have you never seen Gremlins?" I was like, "I don't know." Am I
Hey,
missing
Somebody,
anything?
Kimmy, what do you like when you get wet?
You just came for my whole life like that for no reason. Like, what the hell?
Can somebody pick up that name she just
Yeah.
dropped?
Yeah, she's literally all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, I was with him 2 weeks ago.
Kimmy, yeah.
Kimmy's big deal, big star.
Big deal. She hangs out with the A-listers.
Me? No.
Yes. And then yes, she does.
No.
I
work with them.
That's fair.
It's
That's
different.
fair.
I get paid
That's fair.
to be with them.
And
Now I know
sometimes
I know Kimmy will be in attendance, but anybody here on the screen planning on checking out Final Battle tomorrow night from the Ring of Honor?
I'm gonna
will
watch
have a
Cage
keen
of
eye
Death.
on what closes.
Hey, Boris, if I send you
Jose.
something on Twitter, can you put it up on the screen? My computer's being goofy.
Jose, didn't you
Yes.
see that the Athena match is scheduled to go on last?
I'll believe it when I see it.
As
I don't
well it
trust
should.
What if-
anything until
Yeah,
it
agreed.
happens.
What
Here
if
you go.
Absolutely should.
We're talking about Tony
Enjoy
Tony's
this.
on it.
This is for you.
Yeah,
God,
but
what
what
happened?
if I was not that I'm Scoops McGee or anything? I don't even know who that is. But what if
I mean,
I
I
was
already
able to
saw
tell
Paywall
you?
Jesus say that it's supposed to close the show, and I trust him. But I'm a cynic.
You like that? It's for you, Boris.
me,
Put that on the
give
screen
me-
for Thad.
Give me 5 seconds.
1,
Oh, now I'm
2,
intrigued to see what this is.
3.
I'm gonna go in your
Yeah,
gimmick
we're
here,
talking
that's-
about
I got
Christmas
3%
movies.
battery power, so let's hurry up here, kids.
Oh yeah, we might lose that.
Oh, well, maybe you should have
Right.
filed charger instead of expensive suits.
I have been out running around doing things that managers do, taking care of my client, Jack Pride. He's having.
Oh,
a
is
bit
he
of a bad
Jack
week
again?
right now. Took him to physio. Took him to his therapist, Dr. Maniac.
Yeah.
Nothing that any of you people would get inside line there, but yeah, I'm a busy man, so the phone
Fair
was
enough.
in charge.
Boris, you
and I
got
just
it ready?
I really wanted to pop in and wish not Pluggo a Merry Christmas.
That's
Oh
fair.
my God.
Wow.
I hope you stub your toe.
I love it.
That is terrible. He was literally just wishing us a Merry Christmas. He was being polite and friendly. He was saying
I hate it. This is
And
the
you gotta do
worst
that.
gift I've ever
And you gotta
received.
do that.
You know what? After I'm done with Boris Pluggo, you're my next. If you could ever get
that's
your
it.
ass up to Canada, you're my next death match. After we
Oh.
host Boris, you're next.
Wow. Well, at least we broke news tonight before Thaddeus has to go because of his battery. Like he did accept Boris's
Well,
challenge.
I pop in and give you guys little tidbits,
I
a little bit of love, and I
Yeah.
mean that was mostly for you, JPJ, not for Pluggo. Pluggo
Yeah,
to
that's
help,
usually how it
but,
goes sometimes with people. I don't know why. I would think it would be the other way around, but I mean a perfect example of why right there. Unbelievable.
What did
I'm at 2% here, so I'm just gonna pop out. Merry Christmas to all of you, except for Pluggo.
Thaddeus.
Oh, you know you
I
love.
cannot wait to watch you bleed. I really
Wow.
can't.
I think that was the
You have
worst. I think that was
sealed your own fate, you big dumb moron.
Wow.
Archer,
Who are you talking to? You talking to him or are you talking to me?
that
Yeah,
last
I
part
don't
was
know.
to you. That last part was to
I
you,
don't
I
know.
believe.
Maybe he was talking to Lawrence. I don't know. He doesn't know.
That last part was to you. I think he said you sealed your fate and
This
called
is
you a big
supposed to
dumb
be.
moron.
This is supposed to be like a joyous occasion.
It was. We booked a match.
Yeah, he's gone now.
I mean, red is the color of Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? You're right, Jose. That is true.
Have you ever had an epic family fight on Christmas? Anybody? Like
Not
the
Christmas,
gets-
but Thanksgiving.
My family called
Thanksgiving.
me a brat. Does that count? When I was
I
like
mean,
5?
everybody
That's
calls
just
you
a
a
Friday.
brat.
I could totally see you being angry at like you opened a gift and you were like,
I wasn't angry. I didn't even do
well, you
anything.
didn't
I
get
was
a
just...
gift and you flipped. I could see it.
No, I didn't even do anything. I was just sitting there, and they called me a brat. I was like, "Wow, that's
You
so
were just
rude."
sitting there and for no reason.
Yes.
Your parents just looked at you and went, brat.
Well, it wasn't my parents.
No
it was my aunt
reason.
and uncle. It was my aunt and uncle. Let's not
Okay,
twist.
that's fair.
Twist the
Well,
thing.
listen, I don't know.
I'm so
I
happy
apologize.
that picture's making its rounds on social media already.
Yeah,
That
all
is
I
true. He
know
likes
is that we could officially say that Charlie XCX stole Brat from Kimmy, apparently.
Yeah,
That is true. Kimmy was trying to
the original
make it
Brad
happen.
Summer right there.
Mrs.
I mean,
Cornell
that-
with,
that-
Brad
that-
winner.
It was Brat Christmas.
with the first Christmas mug of the year for the show.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
I had
nice.
the air
Is there anything
But-
actually in that? Did you put
Water.
anything? Water.
She put water in her
Water?
love. Water, and it was
Yeah,
made
well,
with
you
love.
need water. You need to hydrate.
Yeah, but why is it in a mug? Wouldn't it be in like a water bottle?
Because it's Christmas.
A
So
vessel is a vessel.
Yeah. You know those talk shows, right? They don't actually have coffee in those mugs. They're drinking water. I would know because I'm a big star.
oh, Pluggo's the big star.
Yeah.
I've been on Fallon. Yeah.
That usually is water in all of those mugs, though. You know, it's not coffee.
Yeah, I'm old. I have to work in the morning. If I start drinking coffee, I won't sleep.
Yeah. No, I'm impervious to late caffeine at this point in my life.
I am. I used to work in the coffee industry for 10 years, so I am impervious to it all. I had free coffee all day, every day, 5 days a week, most weeks 6.
I will drink
and
the
it's just- I'm
shit out of a
impervious.
Monster, though, or Red Bull, or
I mean, I was a Bustelo child, if that tells you anything.
ask JPJ how many C4s I had at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I
How
was.
many
I
C4s
at
did you
one
have?
point it was a lot. It was.
Yeah,
I mean, that
point,
could
he's
be why
like-
we had a near-death experience at that SmackDown, though.
We did. I mean, I
That's
think
true,
part of
that's
it was
true.
the trauma from that. He just needed a jolt to get
It
through.
was
it.
just like, I saw my life flash before my eyes.
It did.
Mhm.
So
So
almost killed me.
now I'm almost like, yeah. Holiday traditions, anyone? Anybody got any fun things that they do at Christmas time or whatever it may be? Do you have a I don't know. I'm trying to find some new family traditions for us to do here.
I got none.
I'm trying to think of what's like still fully family appropriate because I know my friends and family would get down on the Jackbox on the Christmas.
Heck yeah,
party.
that'd be fun.
That's
And every year they get more and more adult. So-
Yeah.
Jackbox. Hey, Smartmouth, if you're listening, bring it back, dude.
Bring it back, bro. Bring it back.
I would
Um,
bring you all at Jackbox, by the way.
No.
Well-
Here's the thing: you don't do Quiplash, you do talking points. Because at least that way, you have to do a PowerPoint presentation on the spot, and someone's trying to throw you off. If you can survive that, then maybe you could say you won Jackbox.
That's fair. That's fair.
Instead of
That's
lobbying it for a vote in a trivia game.
Yeah, I don't know how I would. That's frightening to me. Like the thought of it right now, like an on the spot PowerPoint, just creating it. God, I'd lose my mind. In the town
Would
where
you
I
get
grew
nervous
up,
in school?
no, I didn't care enough though. Now I'd be like, don't look like an idiot. Don't look like an idiot. You got to do good. Don't look like an idiot.
Sort of the point, though, is to look like you got to.
Yeah, I know.
You got to sell.
But I'm one of those people that whenever I'm doing something, if it's a game or not, like I want to win. I'm competitive.
This
So
one
I'd be
also
like,
has
don't be a
water in
moron.
it, Kimmy.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
Why do you have two?
Is everything in your house
Double the
Christmas tree
hydration.
form?
You should see. Yeah, the house is
Well, you have 9 trees.
8, 7, or 8.
It's an
Yeah.
arboretum. Your house is legally
I only have
classified as
one.
an
I only have
arboretum
one,
now.
but this is what I'm drinking.
I've always said if Mrs. Pluggo were to ever pass away, hopefully never. Hopefully I die first, but at least I could sell all of her Christmas
Merry
trees
Christmas.
to pay for the
Merry
funeral.
Christmas, everybody.
Yeah.
I have enough Christmas trees to open a Christmas tree farm and be okay for the season.
That would be a badass job, wouldn't it? Imagine you had a Christmas tree farm. That had to be
Just
cool. You only can work for like 2 months a year, but
And
still.
the cold.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm used to the cold.
What is an arboretum? I'm not smart.
It's called learning how to read. Actually, is what that is.
Well, Pluggo's already admitted multiple times he does not know how to read. He does not know. How to read.
Nobody's ever I'm not the smartest guy in the room. Oh, there's another one.
Jordan Grace has been named 2024 Knockout of the Year.
Wow, there you go.
Yay! Did we
Well, I'm
assume it was
just
going
shocked.
to be anybody else?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be honest. I thought it was going to be me. I thought.
Say Merry,
Jordan
say Merry,
Grace.
say Merry Christmas.
All right,
Put him on
Mike.
Say Merry Christmas. Oh, who's your favorite wrestler?
Me.
Kimmy's your favorite wrestler?
In the town that I grew up in, there's a farm called Man's Orchard, and it's like $10, and it's like a 20-minute car ride through, and they just have like a lights thing, it's all different sections of lights. It's like 20 minutes probably all the way through. So usually we go. So on Saturday, I think my 1-year-old or 2-year-old nephew's coming down, and we're going to go through the lights and stuff like that. So that's kind of like
Cool.
and he's little but now he's like old enough at the point where like he's going to freak out. Like last year he was still too little, kind of, but now he's like old enough and running around and talking, and he's going to lose his shit this Christmas. So I'm kind of looking forward to that because he's like at that perfect age where he's going to he's old enough to have a personality, and he's going to lose his mind a little bit. And I'm going to be like, yeah. Because, look, I love Christmas because I love just the holiday spirit, and I love that stuff. But as you get older, it loses a little bit of luster. Like, because when you're a kid, it's the best thing of all time, But and I don't have any kids. So I assume when you have children, I'm
yeah.
No, that's
I mean, you
true,
befriended Kimmy, so I don't know about that.
That's true.
I'm gonna have.
I don't have any. Yeah, you're gonna have to use the restroom. We're just gonna see Pluggo disappear in 10 minutes for he's gonna be like, yeah. But yeah, so I'm taking joy in the fact that I'll get to see because I think that'll kind of make Christmas cool because it'll be like, remember that? Remember when you used to flip out like that for Christmas? Yeah, good times, kind of thing. But then there's the 24 Hours of a Christmas Story on TNT. So
I don't think they do that anymore.
no, they do.
Oh, they sure the hell do.
No, they do.
Yeah, they
It's
do.
still
It's not on
And what it's
TNT.
not on
I think it's
24
It might be on
hours.
TBS. It's on one of them. TBS, TNT. It's on one of them.
It's on
But
a channel with AEW. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
Just don't know which one, but it's one
But
of
it
them.
it starts at 8 p.m. on Christmas Eve and it goes all the way through. 24 hours.
It'll
love
probably be TNT because I mean TBS is gonna have to have Dynamite, right?
I think
I
so.
don't think
Or
they're
no,
doing Dynamite.
no, because Dynamite's on Christmas, so that
But they're
would actually
airing
be
it on
when,
Wednesday. They're not airing it
Yes, but they're
Sunday.
airing. Yeah, if they air it on Wednesday, then what?
Yeah, it would be Christmas at 8, so that would actually be 24 hours. That would be, it would end, and then Dynamite would start.
Oh.
I'll be there on Sunday. Apparently, I did not know this. It starts at 4 o'clock. No one told me.
4 o'clock. Wow,
I
nice
was like-
afternoon.
I mean, are you
show.
just gonna live at the Manhattan Center all weekend?
No, because my dad's not coming with me Sunday. I'm bringing my editor with me Sunday. My dad's only coming Friday, Saturday.
Mrs. Pluggo said she has more mugs, but she's
More-
going to bed.
So when I was on the Fightful Holiday stream, Sean was showing us like all of his mugs, and I was making fun of him because I was like, "How do you have so many?" And then one of them said "Summer Vibes," and he threatened to knock me out with it because I said it's December and now we're not in Summer Vibes anymore.
Yeah, but
I
it's a
have
mug.
Cabinets full of mugs.
Yeah, how many mugs do you have? You don't have any mugs?
Well, my mom's a teacher, so obviously we have plenty of mugs.
was gonna
My
say.
mom's gotten rid of them over the years because we have an influx. Because all these kids just, oh, what should we get our teacher? A mug.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh
it's
my
a very-
god.
Candles or mugs, man. Candles or mugs. That's what you.
No,
that's what you,
I
that's a
want the
perfect
gift
teacher gift.
cards. No, the gift
It's not for you.
cards. Yes, it is. I take all them. Don't worry.
I
My
wish
mom
I-
got a Starbucks gift card. I let her have it. Don't worry.
Good.
So Boris,
Oh, I'm
slicing
just
up
shocked
Thaddeus
that you would
Archer,
let
huh?
them have it.
Candles?
Candle or...
Now,
In the chat, let us know. Do you prefer candles or mugs as gifts?
Neither. Say neither.
What?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go downstairs and eat my Donair
Yeah, do
gyro hero, whatever. But I wanted
He's
to
gonna
pop-
gyrate and gyrate.
thank you, Boris.
I wanted to pop in and just wish you guys all the happiest of holidays. I like all you guys, and yeah, no Saturday Night Love this week. I'm taking the week off. The week after will be Andy Anderson, and we'll watch the match where I soundly thrashed him in 2018, tapped him out in front of hundreds of people at the PWA 18th anniversary show. Happiest of holidays. Peace out, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.
Love you.
Thank you, Boris.
Peace.
Appreciate you, man. All right.
The handsome just dropped immensely.
It's true.
Of course, the good-looking fella.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about Christmas. We're talking about matches. Does anybody have a holiday match or memory of going to like a WWE or any wrestling show around the holidays that stands out to you?
I remember
SW show.
when I was a kid, my uncle got us tickets to the WWE came to like a live show at the Joy Center at the time, Notre Dame's basketball stadium. And he was like, he kept dropping hints all day. And I was young and dumb and didn't know what it meant. And then like, he's like, oh yeah, boom. And so I just remember that. I never went to like a holiday show per se. I'm usually at home.
I
Yeah, I can
vividly-
think of an indie instance and a WWE instance. So, I mean, the indie one, so this was back in 2017. It was actually the first indie show I went to. So, The Butcher, Andy Williams, when he was still with Every Time I Die, they had their music festival
Best
for
band
the
ever.
first time. They had one again this year with his new band, Blissmas. But the skinny of it is that before they got into the heavy metal sets, they would have like a few hours of wrestling. So my very first introduction to indie wrestling around here was RJ City versus Gregory Iron in a street fight that was very like Christmassy gimmicked and everything with Ricky Shane Page as the special guest referee. That was a sight to see.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, and then on the WWE side of things, the first show I ever went to was Armageddon in 2008. So
Hell yeah.
got to be there for Jeff Hardy winning the WWE title, and Mae Young making out with the Great Khali. So after an 8 Diva Santa's Little Helper match, so I got
Happy holidays, motherfuckers.
Yeah, when I vividly remember one year coming back from Christmas Mass, I think I might have been Elector. Yeah, I think I was literally I was Elector on that one. So like at this peak, but like we got back and we were watching. I think there was either a Raw or like a clip show of WWE, and they played the Divas match in a gravy, pool of gravy, and I had to watch that with my mom.
Fair.
She decided to watch. This is like one of the 2 times she decided to watch wrestling with us, was not a good time. Like, yep, this is the dumb bullshit your son watches.
Yeah.
And on the positive side, on the indie wrestling, the first IWS show I went to here, like the first big independent show, was like the Seasons Beating show, and it had featured like one of the main matches was Speedball versus Dango Garcia.
That sounds like a great one.
It was great. It was so good because also there was a band that was performing, and they had a bunch of props, and immediately Speedball and Dango Garcia like both improv and grabbed different props off the front and started like Speedball grabbed a fake title belt and started making like a fake title match. It was a lot of fun.
Do you know Kimmy's friend Daniel Garcia?
It's true.
I am.
True.
I actually
Isn't there
recently-
an old classmate, Daniel Garcia?
I recently got his phone number, by the way. I was like,
Oh,
jeez.
like this is not good.
Whoa.
Athena
There's a Seasons Beatings this Saturday, isn't there, Lawrence? Another one?
It is.
Hell yeah.
You've got Masha Slamovich versus Chris Starr. For both, Masha is the women's champion. Chris Starr is the heavyweight champion, the IWS World Champion, and they'll be title for title match in the main event.
Nice. For me, when it comes to your question, Jose, oddly enough, because I was just in the Lowell Memorial Auditorium for the NXT show the other night, in December of 1997, they did a Monday Night Raw there. I was there.
Were you there when DX
DX mooned the crowd? Yeah, and then Triple H defeated Shawn Michaels in a rigged match to win the European Championship in the main event. Because they were in DX together, and Sergeant Slaughter thought he was being a smart ass and booked them in a match together for the European Championship. And then they did it that Shawn basically laid down and Triple H covered him. And yeah, I was at that show. I was 11, but I was with my dad probably. Yeah, that was so that was a Christmas thing there. And then I was at it wasn't a Christmas one, but it was around Christmas. It was a house show in Boston once, and the main event was Bret the Hitman Hart versus the Nature Boy Ric Flair for the world title in a 60-minute submission match. And I was like 7 years old or 6 years old or something like that. Don't remember the match at all. Don't remember anything about it besides the card. And now looking back on it, I'm like, at the time, that was probably fucking unreal. That was probably an unreal match, but I had no idea because I was a child.
And our write-in friend Ella J says her first event was December 27th during the holiday tour. It was so fun.
Yeah. The main event of NXT, which will be airing next week on Christmas Eve, is a Christmas Chaos Fatal 4-Way Tag match to determine the number one contenders for the titles. I'm obviously not going to spoil it, but that is on my short list of Christmas memories because that match was a hoot. That match was a hoot. Anyway.
Just a hoot, not a hoot and a holler?
It was a hoot and a holler.
My favorite moment was last year when I got to go to the MSG show at WWE, but I was invited as media, and first of all, it was the first time. Oh my God, Atlantis Jr. on the Ring of Honor show. Hold on, they're announcing matches for the Ring of Honor show. How rude of them! Don't they know I'm on a podcast right now? Whoa, Shibata versus Tommy Billington. Oh my God.
Oh, that would be okay. That'd be all right.
Don't they know I'm on a podcast? Anyway, not important. So,
is it not important? Let me call my good friend Daniel Garcia to let them know I'm on a podcast.
How does Danny Garcia allowing this to happen? How is he saying, "Hey, don't you know?"
Aren't you in with Tony Khan?
You would think so at this point, but it was the first WWE show I ever got to do media for, and I was able to take my best friend, who's not even a wrestling fan, with me. And I remember she was walking around the garden with me, and she goes, "Oh my God, like all these people know you. This is so cool and exciting." So yeah, that was definitely a top favorite Christmas moment for me because it was 40 years to the day of my dad's first wrestling show, and 40 years later, his kid got to be at the Garden doing media.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
Last year, actually, the same time during their holiday tour, I went with Zach, and he brought his kid with him. And that was legitimately a lot of fun. Seeing his kid freak out at like Cody Rhodes and stuff was a lot of fun.
Speaking of kids, it's really cool to take your youngest to a show. He had a blast at the one I took him this year, but I forgot to tell this story. Literally yesterday or the day before.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go, Lawrence.
No, I just remembered literally before the show. like I was about to like as I was leaving work, I legitimately walked right into Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch as we're leaving the coffee shop across the street from my work, and like I literally stopped. I'm like, I'm going to see you in a few hours. Like, yep, and they're full on like it was like full on parent Seth and parent Becky. I'm like, I'm not going to bother you longer than this conversation. I'm gonna like it.
We don't have time for this shit.
I see two frustrated parents right now who have to go to work.
So I don't think Owen understands how this all works, by the way, because the other day, like he was sitting there and he goes, when are you, he's 6. He goes, when are you going to talk to your friend Pluggo? And I went, I go,
Yes,
what do you mean?
he said that to you.
It was in front of me and Mrs. Pluggo. He goes, when are you going to talk to your friend Pluggo again? And I go, what are you talking about? But he goes, like on the TV. When are you going to talk to Pluggo? And I go, I'm Pluggo. And he like his face, he goes,
and disappointment.
And I went,
the man behind the curtain.
And I was like, oh, buddy, do you not understand how this works? Oh, I didn't real well. I've ruined it for him.
You broke kayfabe on your own character.
It's better that you ruin Pluggo than other things.
To be clear, his son's 25.
Yeah. Hey, I've got a 16-year-old. It's close. Yeah, we're getting up there. One of them. He's like 6'1". He's just huge.
Oh, we got running.
Oh, we got another run-in.
From
we got our pal
Quizplex last night, asking the Hanukkah questions.
Yes.
Yeah. No one can answer a damn question, right?
Me and Joel on the same podcast. Hold on.
Do you have to leave, Kimmy?
Yeah,
no, I'm still here.
Yeah,
can we vote her out?
As a survivor?
Well, technically, that was yesterday. You could ask Ellen.
Kimmy, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Pack your shop and go home.
Let's see. She can't be Ink Master. She wouldn't make it past the appetizers on Chopped.
But you know what I did? I won Top Golf. So that's all that matters.
Hi, Joe Pearl. How are you, buddy?
I'm well. How are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing good.
We're doing fantastic.
Wonderful.
Joel, I got to ask you, what the hell is going on in TNA?
I mean, what is
going on over there?
Okay, but I mean, what do you want to know? What do you guys think is happening?
I don't know. I spent a weekend with you guys at Slammiversary, and it was a wonderful experience. Both shows, the taping, so much fun. They had a great year press-wise with the WWE stuff and all that. And then it feels like in the last 2 weeks, it's just been, at least from like just things that are happening. And it's like, what the heck's going on? Like, what's going on?
So let me preface it with the sky's not falling.
Yeah.
This time every year or so, TNA has a bunch of deals that come due. Some people were on a 6-month deal. A lot of people were on 1-year deals, and a couple were on 2-year deals. The people who were leaving were pretty much expected to leave. No one was a surprise here. Josh Alexander was already talking about testing free agency. He's done it in the middle of February. Speedball Mike Bailey, we knew he was wrapping up at the end of the year. Speedball is reportedly going to AEW. He wrapped up at Bound for Glory. Trent Seven was a bit of a surprise, but I also watched him sign his own contract on the back of Speedball at Final Resolution 2023 in Toronto. If that was a 1-year deal, and I knew it was a 1-year deal. Most of those deals were 1-year deals. The Kushida deal was a 1-year deal. It was with New Japan. The hope was that they could do some sort of like ongoing deal with New Japan where they could do multiple contracts and have North American exclusivity with some wrestlers, and then Japan would have the Japanese exclusivity on dates. That didn't, I guess, play out in the end, and Kushida was what it was, and he's done too. Everyone who's come and gone is pretty much as expected. Jade Chung is honestly, everyone's like, what's the weirdest departure? And I say it's Jade Chung, and she's the ring announcer. And why is that weird to me? It's not because, she's Josh's wife. That's not weird. The weird thing is, who the hell's going to replace her? And I think I figured out it's Christy Hemme, but that's not official yet. And the only reason I say it's Christy is because she has experience and because she works in marketing now for them. So.
She's the best, by the way. One of the nicest people I've ever worked with. Can't say enough good things about her.
Yeah, and again, if by all accounts she is as nice and as hospitable as people say she is, then it makes perfect sense. She's done it before, so it would just be an easy switch for them to bring over.
Fair.
But no, sky's not falling. Again, they have had a great financial year. They have sold out every show, or at least what they consider to be a sellout. They've made more money than they've made over the last few years, especially this year. Even with Scott's departure, they found ways to make money, and they're going to do UBS. And I know people are like, oh my God, how are they going to fill UBS? Newsflash, they don't care to fill UBS. They want to. They would love to put 20,000 people in that venue, but it's scaled now for 4,300, same amount that we're at Slammiversary, and to them the win is equal or more. If they can get 5,000, fantastic. They don't go in expecting to sell out the full arena. This is the same company that ran the Alamo Dome and did it to scale with like 11,000 people. They're like a corner of the Alamo Dome.
Don't they go through this all the time where they cycle, they lose people, then they build up new people?
Yes, absolutely. This is part of the deal. Here's what the big problem, quote unquote, has been this time around. It's that they brought back Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah.
And I think that's I've talked about this ad nauseum.
We don't. Yeah,
in the weeds.
I can imagine.
If you want my opinions on it, there's a whole episode in the weeds, and we talked about it. Myself, Jeremy Lambert, Cam Hawkins jumped on. Like we all talked about it. The timing is not great for them, and the signing is not the answer to their ailments. We'll leave it at that. If you want more, it's over there.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. It's fair. Yeah. All right.
And that's how it's done. That's how it's done. Professional.
They just need good creative stories going into 25, because right now,
or cohesive stories, because you've got start and stop with Joe Hendry. Like it looks like for a long time he's been struggling for that title.
How is he not a world champion?
Yeah,
This is not shade at Joe Hendry. He's really good at getting hype. He's really good at getting that buzz. He's not that. Sorry, I'm about to cough 1 sec. 'Tis the season. He's not that super duper main event wrestler style that TNA expects. And also they don't know how much longer they're going to have him because his contract ends in the middle of next year. So it is what it is with him. But no, you want to know what they think they have? They think they have a Cody Rhodes story, because I don't know if you've seen this, but he's calling this part finishing the mission. Completing
the mission.
It's like completing.
Do not sue me.
Finishing the story on Wish.com,
Yeah, this guy coming out and being like, "I'm going to complete the mission." I'm like, you are not fooling anyone.
We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing, bud. Oh,
my attorneys have been clear. I am completing the mission. We good?
How long did it take to get to completing the mission? Like, okay, you can't say finish the story. You can't say
they write down a couple. They're like, "Do we want? Does that sound good?"
You can't complete the novella.
Completing the mission.
When Kazarian's talking about the TNA Galaxy all those years ago. I mean, my thing with Hendry is I feel like if they wanted to, they would have back at Slammiversary, because I mean that's when the Iron's the hottest. You have him still going over to NXT. You have him going into a main event on an NXT PLE and everything. I mean, if you wanted to have one of your champions featured, that could have been the way to go, instead of playing hot potato with the X Division title with Zach Wentz getting it and then Jordan losing her NXT women's title match. I mean, there's ways to build the star, but knowing that the writing's been on the wall since the better part of the summer, and we know that Jordan most likely is going straight there. We know that Joe Hendry more likely is going straight there. I mean, it's kind of hard to have this kind of Cinderella story when you know there's not going to be that big payoff. And then you also have the X factor of what the hell is JBL doing with Nick Nevin?
He's chilling.
What the hell is JBL doing anywhere?
He's showing up and taking people out, Pluggo. He's just
we have the
rebranding
of the X Division Championship, which means we might not even get Option C anymore. So
I wouldn't look too much into that.
Okay,
I wouldn't look too far into that. That was MJF. That's like MJF doing the American Championship. Yeah. That's basically what Moose is working on here.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah.
The good old Legends King of the Mountain Global Championship.
Hey, how dare you disrespect the Grand Championship?
Yeah. What? Were you going to say something, Kimmy?
No, I hurt my foot. I banged it on the table.
From dropping all those names, did one accidentally clip your toe?
Yeah, one of the names you dropped, your
I went
stubbed
to
your
high
toe.
school as a media member.
Actually, I'll
best
wait.
friend Sting.
Well, I guess he's going to medically retire from wrestling media this weekend.
Wait, I'll tell such a funny story. So my school had journalism as an honors program. It was the only thing they offered in terms of media, and I actually got denied to get into the class. I didn't even get into journalism. They denied me, and then I went on to college and graduated not only with honors, but the only female in my graduating class to graduate with a sports media degree. So follow your dreams, kids. Don't let anyone tell you no, even these other people on the screen.
What do you mean? We're not saying no.
No, yeah.
I'm one of your biggest support. What are you talking about?
I mean, you paved the way for me to go 1-7 in pay-per-view predictions. So
On TNA. Joel, I'm very bad at TNA predictions. Your company needs to like fix its ways. They like read my predictions and it's like, nope.
No. That's how they book it.
Because they listen to my
What does Kimmy say?
predictions. Because they listen to me.
So I'm just gonna talk to you every time. Okay, got it. Just gonna...
I won Kate some money on Bound for Glory when we were doing predictions. She's told the story a billion times. We have a sponsor, and we were talking about the betting lines on that sponsor over on Fightful, and I said at the time Jordan Grace was like the overwhelming favorite at Bound for Glory, and I laughed audibly, and she's like, "Oh, you don't think so?" I said, "Masha's winning the title." And she looked at me, she's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yes, Masha's winning the title. That's been the story the entire time." Bound for Glory comes around, Masha Slamovich wins the title. It was no surprise, and Kate won some money. So there you go. Listen to me. Listen to Crest. I booked the Knockouts tag division up until the next, the big moments. It's happening. We got the next two champions in line for you. You got it.
Yeah.
And then hopefully next year we have more of a division.
I mean, they won't. Santana, sorry, they just won't. They have it's one established, it's one thrown together, and one heel team that suddenly becomes best friends. That's just what it is. That's the Knockouts tag division.
And then if you're lucky, Eric Young wins it again.
I had a theory. I posted in our Fightful Select chat that if Havoc comes back and she's not with Rosemary. By the way, if you want, cover your ears if you don't want to basically hear what I'm going to do with the Knockouts tag division. Right now, Spitfire are the champs. The Elegance girls are going to win it at Genesis. That's going to happen. And then the Elegance girls are going to drop those tag titles to Rosemary and Havoc, or whoever Havoc comes back with, because Havoc and Ash by Elegance had a story last year that took Havoc out of TNA. So it's basically bringing it all back around. And this way, Ash by Elegance is not Knockouts world champion, which you don't. Anyway, this is a lot of TNA talk. But the point is,
because you're the king of TNA.
No, that's Frankie Kazarian. But if Havoc comes back and doesn't team with Rosemary, then I want Crazy Steve to win with Havoc, because they are currently they play intergender tag champions. Remember Ty Mello and Sammy Guevara? They had those titles. Yep. Crazy Steve and Havoc have those right now.
Yeah, dope. I think all right. That's the end of our TNA. That was our TNA minute.
You can ask me as much as you want about TNA.
You don't put a cap on.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, but
I'm kidding.
Who knew that B2B turned into the spin cycle all of a sudden?
Yeah, right. You know.
We could talk about the Ring of Honor main event. This cluster.
We can talk about the Ring of Honor pay-per-view tomorrow if you want. I'm good with that. We got Mike popping in. Hello, friend.
Hey.
Hello.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. But yeah, we can talk about the Ring of Honor.
Happy holidays.
So they just announced 2 matches. If you did not hear me screaming in the middle of me explaining a story, they had announced Mansoor and Atlantis Jr. And Atlantis Jr., welcome back. Former TV champ, by the way. And then Shibata versus Tommy Billington.
Yeah. That should
you
be
already told us that.
Yeah.
Well,
you told us the Shibata one.
Yeah, this was it in case you missed it, allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then wait, you said that they announced the pre-show?
They announced all the 0 hour matches, all 4 of them. Hold on, I gotta go back to my notes.
Four matches.
4 matches on 0 hour.
Weren't you on this show like 2 weeks ago being like, they don't have any net matches announced for this card?
Because this is what Tony Khan does. He waits till the day
and now there's 38.
It's Ring of Honor. It's Ring of Honor, so they literally wait till 48 hours.
Oh, God bless Harley Cameron.
Harley Cameron got announced. So the first match, we had the Infantry, the newly heel-turned Infantry versus the Undisputed Kingdom. Then we have Harley Cameron versus Hanako. We also have
5 Wrath of Harley Cameron t-shirts.
we have the
She's
newly
terrific.
formed team of Lee Moore. No, nope, that's not what I meant to say. Oh my god, I got confused.
Yeah,
Lee
the team of
J.
Lee.
You know, I'm trying to pay attention. Oh my god. The Gates of Agony versus Lee J, as well as the Dark Order versus the Grizzled Young Veterans, because John Silver and Alex Reynolds stole the Grizzled Young Veterans clothes backstage, and
I
Evil
saw
Uno
that.
was not happy about that.
I saw that. Yeah,
very
Evil
Sure,
Uno's
there's
not
nothing to do with
thrilled.
the fact that Dark Order are from New York or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no,
No, not at all. No.
Evil Uno, actually, if you saw his tweet, he moved back. He moved to the U.S. He's now
Detroit,
based
right?
in
Yeah.
Detroit.
Detroit. I saw that. I saw that.
Traitors,
I'm upset
man.
with him.
Yeah,
Traitors.
right?
Against the mystery wrestling in the States now?
I don't know why.
No,
you
he said he's keeping it in
It's a
Gatineau.
bold
Same
time
deal.
to move to the States.
I was gonna say, why would you want to, like, as someone who lives in the States? I
Yeah.
don't want to leave. I'm not gonna leave, but why would you want to voluntarily come here?
Look, I'm not going to say exactly what I said on Blue Sky, but I made a very specific and graphic statement on
don't
what
say
I
that.
would rather do than live in a U.S. state.
Right now.
And the
I
Americans
think it
would
would
probably
be.
agree with you.
Yeah.
Canada, eh?
Canada.
I mean, I'm right there. Niagara Falls is.
Oh, you're Buffalo. You're
Yeah.
not far at all.
Same thing
You're
with,
not far at all.
Detroit. This is right there.
Yeah.
I live 45 minutes. I live 45 minutes from Buffalo, and you know it's great.
Yeah, I've heard nice things about Buffalo.
I'm on a great side of the border. I'll say that much.
Yeah, you come for the food and then you stay because you get snowed in. So
Yeah, it's 100%.
Lee Moriarty cheats to win the main event. Wow.
Spoiler alert! Gimme.
Who's watching Ring of Honor? We've established this on
Exactly.
NBC. I'm the
You
only one
and
who watches Ring
13
of
other
Honor.
people.
I mean, Kimmy, they've been saying that since they
I-
started putting TV on Honor Club.
I haven't watched Ring of Honor since my browser forgot my friends.
So how do we feel about the New York Minute? King of New York. Hi guys.
I thought last night's was great. I liked the
No,
one that was on
I
Dynamite
never let that man into Staten Island. You're trying to tell me he was in front of the Staten Island Ferry and he rode the Staten Island Ferry? I didn't allow him in my borough. I don't even claim I was my Ring of Honor world champion. He's gonna come into my borough, the one that
Yeah.
I'm known for? Hell no.
Kimmy's
Get him
that
outta here.
Kimmy's that detective from American Gangster. You come to my city, catch a Broadway show, you better call me first. Make sure it's safe.
Let me know.
And then Kimmy's gonna have to.
Kimmy's not
Google
even from
exactly
New
what that
York.
reference
Yeah.
is.
I am from New York. Literally
He's from New Jersey.
I am not from New Jersey. I am from New York, Staten Island. Oh,
No, you
God.
missed it.
Carmella's
But
the
before,
princess of Staten Island. Does that make you the jester?
No, I'm the queen.
that's fair. That's fair.
Dara the Amazing. Ho ho ho. Happy beer.
All right, I gotta hop on to
Weirdness to you.
Fightful's Ring of Honor post show, but thank you all for
Yeah,
having
we have
me.
a
Joel,
post show for Ring of Honor?
we do.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna be
guess.
on it.
Huh.
So you know what that means, everybody. Don't go watch Kimmy.
Go
Stay
on.
here. Stay here and enjoy.
Their
our-
ratings are about to
during
go
our
bad.
holiday.
Stay here.
No, the ratings are about to boost. Our next
No.
guest is gonna
Kimmy.
knock it out of the park.
That is true, Kimmy. Before you get out of here, thank you
Thank
for
you.
Christmas,
joining us
Kimmy.
all throughout this year. We appreciate
Lord
you
knows
very much.
pulling me in on the
Uh,
screen.
Go have a good
You'll-
podcast. Nobody in the chat leave. You stay with us. You
No,
can go watch
everyone
the
go to
replay of
Fightful.
Kimmy's live.
Joel, I'll see you tomorrow. on
Plenty of
Indeed,
other.
by the way,
No.
because
Yeah, I've been told.
I swear to God, I did the show
Kimmy.
last time I did the show with her. She I did the show with her. Turn on your show in the morning while I'm at work for 2 minutes, and she's on your fucking show.
Yeah,
I'm like, I can't escape fucking Kimmy Sokol. I'm
I'm retiring from podcasting. I'm on
demand.
47
Started
times.
out
a
that's
year
not
this
my
off, she
fault.
wouldn't be
I'm in
retiring.
demand, and the
It's
people
okay.
want me.
After tomorrow night, everyone's going to be ready to cast you aside.
That's it. It's true. This is your week. You enjoy it, Kimmy. Merry Christmas, Kimmy.
Avita Zane, Kimmy.
Bye.
Don't let the door hit you, Kimmy.
All right. We have
He's
ourselves
gonna love.
we have ourselves a champion
Oh,
Champion,
in
gold.
the
I'm a
building.
champion.
We have a champion in the back. We're gonna bring
Joel
him on.
Pearl is a champion, but,
I'm a
Well,
champion.
yes, that is true. Yes, Joe Pearl is the.
but this gentleman is a grand champion.
That is true. He is the LPW Grand Champion.
Hey!
I like
Mars, the specialist. How are you, friend? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
We are good. A little bit of long time no talk, man. I hope you're doing. I know you're doing well in the ring, having bangers out of the LPW. Fought Kushida for crying out loud, and a banger.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. But how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Life's busy. I'm good. I literally just got home from the gym. I have a few minutes. I'm going to watch Sonic the Hedgehog 3 with Reed Matthews after this.
Hell yeah, Short Kings.
Thickness.
You
guys can watch it, bootleg it. We'll watch it here together.
Yeah.
We might get taken down on YouTube.
We'll definitely get taken down within
Sega will find out.
No.
Are you a sneak your own candy into the movie theater type guy, or do you buy it there, Mars? Are you an honorable dude?
It depends. Movie theater snacks. There's like, what's that?
Is that a heel move? Sneaking in candy?
No, because I'm still buying it from a company. It's just not the movie theater.
It's fair. That's logical. I think that's a logical. Listen,
I'm a sneaker in.
They charge enough. They charge enough for those tickets.
Yeah,
I
I haven't
mean,
been to a
you gotta save your money.
I haven't been to a movie in a long time, like a little while, but those tickets before all this stuff were ridiculous. Like, and again, I'm not going to be one of those guys, but I remember going to the movie when I was a teenager and it was like $6 to go to a movie. And now I imagine it's 20, 25 now. I can't imagine what it is now.
They got like crazy like recliner seats and
and that's what I do.
Service
I
to
got-
you at your seat, like
I go. I'm now 100%
During the day.
absolute like Prince. I specifically spend stupid amount of money on those seats.
Yeah.
They serve me my giant fishbowl cocktail as I sit down and watch Sonic 3.
That's messed up, Dustin. I'd like to have you speak on that, Mars. What is Santa
Wow.
Wow, Dustin. Mars alone.
I think that's a carryover of the question I asked on Twitter the other day of roast the short kings.
Yeah.
'Cause last night, me and Reed recorded our next podcast episode. Should be out next week, where we just got a bunch of people to roast us, and we saw how good. And I think the best one was honestly not even like one that was on stream. It was when I figured out what Carrot Top meant.
Oh.
Because I thought my entire life people call me Carrot Top like as the vegetable. I didn't realize there was a comedian with curly red hair. I did not realize this yesterday.
Oh yeah. He was quite a character, that guy.
He's still
looking better these days than before.
You can see him at the look store in Vegas. He's got.
I was gonna say, yeah, he still does his stuff.
He's maybe more successful now than he's ever been at any point in what like
Is that
when
true?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Absolutely. Dude's had like a
renaissance.
And he's like
jacked.
No, I knew that.
No, he's got a weird body transformation. Like
he got super
like
jacked.
especially now he's like a lot older.
Yeah. He's definitely on an interesting vitamin stack.
Got it.
Got that vitamin T for sure.
Mars, what's your favorite Christmas
He's
movie?
so big.
Oh, Jim Carrey's Grinch.
Jim
Easy.
Carrey's Grinch.
Ooh.
I prefer the original cartoon Grinch.
Because that was when you were a child.
Yeah, because it makes me. Oh, wow. But yeah, Jim Carrey's Grinch is great. But I usually go old school with the cartoon, the old fashioned cartoon.
I like those really old the super shitty claymation looking.
Yeah, Rudolph.
Oh my God, Frosty and Rudolph.
Listen, we did this last year, and
I think
Joel
so.
got mad because we didn't talk about any Hanukkah movies. So Joel,
That's true.
feel free. He yelled at
There was
us.
the Hanukkah episode of Rugrats.
That's what everyone defaults to.
Yeah, that's how everyone learned about Judaism.
I was gonna say, would you rather do that than the Adam Sandler song?
I might have been.
I'm not doing this.
Look, Eight Crazy Nights is still to this day a great holiday movie. The great holiday cartoon movie, Eight Crazy Nights with Adam Sandler. Fantastic.
I mean,
that is
MJF was representing last night with the suit.
He was. I love that jacket. It's a great jacket.
Do you think there needs to be more Hanukkah movies, Joel?
No, because Hallmark has proven the Jews are not the saps in this story. Prove me wrong.
Was Dynamite good last night? I have to. I was literally gonna watch it, and then I opened my browser to go to a different website to watch Dynamite, and I clicked YouTube and saw you guys were live, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna hop."
Oh,
in there.
there's a photo. I guess you were probably on that one website that I'm thinking of. There's a photo that AEW uploaded to their actual website from the photos that they took, in which Darby Allin the camera is opposite Will Ospreay standing, and the shot is between the legs of Will Ospreay, and Darby Allin's on his knees, and Will Ospreay standing up, and yeah, it's very.
That's not the website I was going to watch Dynamite on. So, although by the sounds of it, maybe it might have been where Dynamite could have aired last night.
Well, that sounds more like
based on that one shot.
Yeah.
I'd upload
Somebody's been reading my fan fiction.
And currently, for a thumbnail, it's the only usable shot I've got.
Love it. Listen, just do it. What's the worst that can happen?
What a shame. Out of all,
what's the worst that can happen?
Well, because it's all the action shots of Darby doing, like, of both of them doing twisty shit, and I'm like, I need space. I don't need.
Yeah.
What, there wasn't a still at the Styles Clash?
They don't have a photo of the Styles Clash. And Ryan Loco wasn't working the show last night, so I can't take photos from him.
Yeah, that match was incredible. That match was incredible last night. That was so good.
Yeah,
it was very good. All right. Dustin's asking, what is everybody's thoughts on the AEW Max streaming thing?
But before we get into that, I have a quick pop in. I can't be here for too long.
Yeah.
I appreciate what all you guys have done for me this year, all the chats I've had with each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much. Love all you guys. Hope to see you guys succeed in the new year as well.
Yes, absolutely.
I hope to see you too, because Reed Matthews was
happy
here
holidays,
over the
my friend.
weekend,
Yeah.
Love you, Mars. Give Reed a big kiss for me.
And I hope to be out there too, Mike. I do. I've been talking to people, so fingers crossed it happens.
Hell yeah. All right.
Make it happen.
Enjoy the movie, Mars. Have a good holiday season, and we'll be chatting.
Howdy, all you guys. Have a good night.
Thank you, buddy.
Later.
The LPW Grand Champion right there.
Champion.
Yeah. But Dustin,
I love it because I have HBO Max and now I don't have to bum the login information off my buddy to watch Dynamite.
That does nothing for Canada, right?
No, I don't know. Well, Max,
might be the way to go.
So there's Max through Crave, and I don't know if that's
because like Crave doesn't really.
But there's like a literal Max logo and whole section under Crave, so I don't know.
Probably not affecting Canada because Bell has the rights.
Yeah.
You've got it's going to be Collision's going to air on the newly branded USA Network in Canada.
Really?
What?
It's the former Discovery. What? It's the former Discovery.
The
channel
government Discovery.
Yeah, they're becoming the USA Network in Canada. So Collision's going to air there instead of on TSN Plus, which was the paid service you had to be on along with your paid cable subscription. So you're paying on top of paying. And then Dynamite would air on regular TSN. I'm on Triller. I used a VPN. $5 a month is what I pay, and I've got AEW content.
Yeah,
easy.
And that doesn't change. That doesn't change.
Nope.
Okay.
Not in the slightest.
So that's good. That's good.
That sounds complicated.
It's really not. Like I just open NordVPN, and I connect to like somewhere, of my ancestral origin,
somewhere far away,
and then I go to the AEW Plus section and everything.
And here's the thing: I'll tell you right now, when it comes to Triller, the second you're logged into the stream, you can turn that bad boy right off and just be normally using your internet again.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Oh, you just hacked it for me, dude. You just hacked it. So what I have been doing is turning the VPN on, buying the pay-per-views at a reduced rate, and then watching the pay-per-views without the VPN on.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Like they're in my purchase library, and that works. I did not know that I could just start watching the episode live stream and then turn the VPN off.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's amazing. Oh, that's great. Now I can actually. That was preventing me.
You need to toggle it on to start the episode, but then just turn it off once it starts.
See, that's perfect. That's all I need, because then once I toggle it off, I can play video games and connect to a North American server again and have the episode on my side monitor.
Yeah, exactly.
The only thing I've been like, shit, I can't. If I'm streaming, I was like, I'm stuck in Europe. I can't
Nah, Triller doesn't.
I can't play WoW while I'm watching it.
WWE Network was the same way. You can sign up for anywhere in the world and turn off your VPN after you sign in the first time. They already got your money.
There we go. Wrestling tech tips.
I just use a buddy who doesn't use the apps. I just use his login for his YouTube TV. But now I don't have to be like, hey man, sign me in, dude.
I have a wonderful friend in America who shared his Peacock login information with me. Oh, that's not even for wrestling. I'll just watch Law and Order on there. They've got every episode of SVU.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
try getting through that catalog. There's like 30 seasons of that shit.
Yeah, Dick Wolf is the guy. All right,
I just watched like 18 seasons of Criminal Minds in a month. I could crush Law and Order, bro. You have no idea.
They are an easy watch. The episodes
you
are
have no idea the amount of free time on my hands.
But which franchise are you watching?
Oh, it'll be SV. Oh, Criminal Minds, you mean, or
no? For Law and Order, I mean, I know.
Oh, it's got to be SVU.
SVU.
Yeah,
it's got to be SVU.
Yeah, SVU would be my choice.
Criminal.
Well, there you go.
Intent.
Our pal Drew says he watched 24 seasons of Law and Order SVU in about 2 months.
Exactly. It takes no time. No time. I can do Grey's Anatomy in 2 months. I could do Law and Order in 2 months.
Grey's Anatomy.
We could do this.
All right, fair. It's fair.
It's a good show.
My God. Yeah, I've heard. Good things.
Drew, where are you?
Watch
Aren't you here?
Watch like 8 seasons of it and then stop though.
Yeah.
Just make up everything else in your head.
It's fair. It's fair. One of my favorite shows just ended this past week. What We Do in the Shadows. So I'm kind of in mourning of that. That show's hysterical. If you haven't ever watched it, it's series over. Yeah, they did 6 seasons.
Good.
They're only half-hour episodes too. So if you find them, they're nice and easy. Hilarious.
Now I can start it.
Yeah,
because that's been my problem lately. Is I've been finding new shows to watch and then getting really into them and discovering they've only done 1 season and there's so many things I'm waiting for to get like a second season or a new season of now. Because I don't normally.
I'm really bad about starting shows, getting super into them, and then just stop watching them altogether. It takes me forever to finish a series because I'm like, why did I just stop watching that for like 3 weeks? Like, what? And then I get back into it, but you know,
that's me specifically with the series Breaking Bad. I've watched the first 4 seasons like 7 times.
There you go. You just got to start at the 5th next time. Just start.
I can't because then
you've already seen the first 4 so many times. You can just see it.
As if I have the kind of whatever term memory I need to retain.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Oh my God!
I don't watch anything but professional wrestling. This is a
That's
wrestling
all we watch, right? That's what we
podcast,
do,
you
right?
guys.
It's just wrestling all the
Why
time.
are you making fun of me?
Yeah. Yeah. Same. I only watch the movie Ready to Rumble.
That's right. Ready to Rumble and Nacho Libre on repeat.
Ready to Rumble,
yeah, that's a good
Nacho
one.
Libre, the wrestler.
Yeah, the wrestler. The wrestler.
Fighting
that's
with my family.
What's everyone's
Iron
favorite,
Claw
like, piece of wrestling to watch that's not like actual wrestling, like whether it's a movie, a documentary.
Ooh.
Beyond the Mat.
Yeah, Beyond the Mat. Excellent.
That's your favorite one.
Stay ready, baby.
He's gonna puke.
He's gonna puke.
Yeah.
I'm not booked. I'm not booked.
Yeah, I'm not booked.
You know what you did. You're gonna sit here in front of God and act like you didn't know, Hunter.
That's a great one, though. That's a great one. Yeah.
What's Beyond the Mat streaming on? I haven't seen that in forever, and I just have to.
I'm
watch
sure you can find it on.
I know I can find it not streaming and still free. But
I've got to work super early, so I'm gonna head out.
Lawrence,
Nice
appreciate
seeing
you, my
everyone.
friend.
Joel, Jose, Pluggo, Mike. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, everyone.
You as well, Lawrence.
Have fun.
Always a pleasure, friend. We'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Later, guys.
Bye. Zach said, "I'll be catching up soon, hoping for a Jackie Daytona spinoff."
Yeah, that's a What We Do in the Shadows thing there. So,
Drew's
Drew,
here.
you asked, and Drew arrived. You said, "Where are you?" And he's like,
"Say his name," and Drew appears.
There you go.
Come on, finish it up, guys. Huh?
I know.
Said Lawrence-
Same
Lawrence
beard
wants
and
to
everything, but now
I
I have
know.
a different name.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Lawrence went away, and you came in, and I was like, oh, "Who's this guy?"
Yeah.
I'm over here. I'm over here working on something. So you guys are over here.
It's fair. I'm trying to think of
so many beards, so little time.
It's true. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I feel weird not having like a beard.
A beard adjacent.
Yeah, you. I mean,
it's a cousin of a beard.
Can I pull my bangs down far enough to? We're getting there. We're getting there. I
Yeah.
could almost just beard up with my hair.
I think it's a terrible movie. But back at my age at this time and how super into wrestling I was getting for the first time, when I was a child, I watched No Holds Barred like once a week. Once a week. When I was a child. I don't think I've watched a piece of like wrestling that's not wrestling more in my life than I've watched No Holds Barred. But that being said, I haven't watched it in 15 years. But like when I was a child through my like that was a staple movie for me.
Yeah. Mr. Nanny.
I love Suburban Commando way more than Mr. Nandy. Suburban Commando was my favorite of those terrible movies with that terrible man from that time. But Suburban Commando,
that wrestlers have been in.
The Undertaker also makes a cameo. Another not great personal individual, but and The Undertaker makes a cameo in that Suburban Commando movie, and they gave him like a purposefully like pipsqueak like high pitched voice for his one line. So it's not even so you just see the young looking huge Undertaker, and Hogan says something to him, and his voice is like, "Yeah, man." It's like this super over the, and it's like, okay,
they pitched.
I mean, did we count Spider-Man 2 technically with Macho Man?
With Macho Man, that rolled too. That was the good
I guess
spot.
that
was a good spot.
That technically counts.
That's great. That was a great cameo by Macho Man.
Speaking of wrestling cameos, Bill Goldberg was on an episode of SVU at the beginning.
Was he really?
He was.
Yes, he was.
He was like methed out.
Crazy maniac on crack or something.
Yeah, he was like all methed out or something, and they like smashed a fire extinguisher on his head in the opening credits, and that was the last you saw of him.
Throws Elliot Stabler through a window.
Yeah.
Wow.
Elliot gets all cut up and shit. Yeah, it's crazy.
Whoa.
Mickey James was on psych, and then she was a roller derby.
And the premise of that,
Mickey James.
the premise of that episode is somebody has child porn.
Oh no, that's awful.
Crazy.
Something totally not related.
And so it's not crack. It's not crack or meth or whatever he's on related at all.
He's just in the. He's literally. He's at the beginning of the episode. He's in it for like 2 minutes, and then they never go back to it ever again. But
Which
I guess
is the way it should be for a Goldberg cameo.
Yeah. I guess isn't he getting like a hot rod show or something?
It was very wrestling storyline wise though, because they had to have the spot with Goldberg in order for the kid to give a detective an envelope with the child porn in order for him to forget that he had the envelope. It was like a weird.
Yeah,
I remember.
And of course, Goldberg, even in Law and Order SVU, is like, I'm still going over.
Yeah, of course. I was gonna say, I'm not spare anybody.
Hero to these kids.
Yeah,
I'm not jobbing.
No, I'll go out on my sword, but I'm hitting somebody through a table. So I'm driving someone through something. They're gonna remember me.
Clearly, my favorite movie starring a wrestler is Magic Mike. So
okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Big sexy,
man. Yeah, big sexy Kevin Nash. He's in. Is he in just the first one, or is he in the first? How many have they had now? 3, 4,
7?
I feel like.
I don't know.
I think there's been 3.
There's definitely been more than 2. I just don't know how many. He's only in the first one.
How many?
I mean, it depends. Did he tear his quad?
Oh man! Yo, I saw
Nobody shows his quad.
I saw a ref go to slide into a ring at an indie show this weekend, and he smoked his legs on the apron.
Oh, they pulled the Vince,
like Vince Rumble style. And I was just like, please stand up, please stand up, please stand up, please stand up. And he got up. I was like, yes, he's okay.
Thank God.
Woo.
Man,
as a non-wrestler, can I say that is a pretty lengthy drop / because I got in the ring once at Warrior, like pre-show, and they were like, "Do you need us to get like the steps to get down?" And I was like, "No, I got this." And then like I was like, "Maybe I don't got this. I still did
and
it."
then in
My
his brain,
knees-
he knew that he couldn't ask for the steps.
Yeah,
He turned the steps down.
I turned him down, so I had.
So
to,
he's
and
like,
I was-
"Shit, I gotta figure this. I gotta do it. I gotta
Yeah.
figure this out."
I was not
can't go back and
graceful.
ask for the steps after. I'll look like
I was not graceful getting in that ring or getting out of it at all.
Yeah, the good thing was the only ring I ever got in was at the last match after opening night. They had the steps because thankfully, with it being a whole like musical production, you have to have your non-workers get in and out of the ring safely.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot bouncier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I got to go in the ring when I was at the Oil Rumble, like the Love Wrestling ring, which and yeah, a lot bounce. It was bouncy. It was pretty bouncy.
Yeah.
Now I am confident. I'm not a tall fella at all, and I am confident that even if I ran and tried my might, I would not be able to slide into a wrestling ring. I would not be able to physically. I'm too short. I don't think I would be able to make the way to slide. I would Vince my legs. It would be over. Everything would be broken. Below
God,
the
if
hips.
you're listening, in
Yeah.
2025, I have
Yeah.
one thing that I need to see.
Everything below the hips would be broken.
Yes.
Everything
You want
below the hips would be broken.
JPJ's squats to explode?
I would no, well, not the
No,
bodily
yeah,
injury.
it's okay. You can admit you would.
No.
Yeah.
You're not alone. You know.
Yeah, that'll be the new Top Golf. Is everybody sliding into a ring?
Yeah, slide into a ring. Watch JPJ literally
Let me
tear
tell you
his
something.
shit out.
The
Let me tell
Wrestling
you
Media
something.
Reverse Battle Royal.
Let me tell you
This
this.
year-
I've got this.
If you
secret
get
guy.
in, you win.
I've got this.
This
secret
year,
that it-
I have never felt more FOMO than not being at this Top Golf.
That damn.
I need this meeting.
Look good. It was a good time. It was a good time. But I mean, it's become a much greater thing. Like it was a great time. It was a fun night.
Yeah.
It was a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, it was cool. The
JPJ
lore
was
of it
busting
is
tables.
much. Yes, I was busting tables. I had to bust tables. That story doesn't get enough respect. Everybody's just talking about the golf.
I still have the video. I have
The
not
whole night wouldn't
published
have
it
happened if
yet.
it wasn't for me. But
I
whatever.
keep forgetting.
Oh no, I put you over big time when we were recounting the
You
real
did.
events.
You did. Yeah.
I
Regardless,
should,
it was a
I
fun
should-
night. But the
maybe
lore
for
of it has
maybe for Christmas, I'll give that as a gift. We'll post that video.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And then, I cracked a joke that I worked there, and then I had to go to the restroom, and everybody thought I was really gonna walk to the. Everybody thought,
Yeah.
because we were waiting forever for our service as well. It was not a good service night for Top
Oh yeah,
Golf
no,
that
Cleveland
evening.
Top Golf. Y'all not seen heaven.
It was not a good service night, and we were waiting forever for the food or the drinks or whatever, and like we were, and I had cracked a joke. Somebody said something, and I cracked a joke. I said, "I'll go ask the kitchen. I work here," because I was just busting the tables. And then I went to the bathroom, and I guess I was walking near the kitchen. When I came back, everybody was like, "We 100% thought that you were literally just gonna walk."
Thought you were gonna go full Boston.
and start going. What are we doing?
Saw it for you.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not like that. Don't get me wrong. I will talk about
Is
it.
he about to
I
mess
am
up
not.
these minimum wage employees?
As someone who's worked in retail my whole life, I would never. But if I saw that
Listen.
happen, I would be the other guy going in there and grabbing that guy and throwing him out of the kit. Like that would be me. Did that happen? What? I'm going in there. And I'd be like, damn the man.
These
That's
guys
what I
said
was-
Has anybody, has everybody here worked retail?
Yep.
At one point?
Oh, well.
Everybody?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it should be a demand. I think it should be required as a human.
I was working in Macy's in the women's shoes section.
Look at Al Bundy over here.
Yeah. In the stock room, not as a salesperson.
Did you also
Thank God.
did you also score 4 touchdowns?
At Polk High?
I don't get your references, so don't.
Oh.
please. Although I like that show. I've seen a couple of episodes.
It's terrific. Great show.
But so it was right before the New Year's, between Christmas and New Year's, and some women were just like, "Hey, I'm coming into the stock room to ask people questions and stuff." I'm like, "Oh, okay. This is not this isn't the area where you come to shout at people and say, 'Hey, I need this and that and whatever.'" Thankfully, that's the kind of worst thing, aside from people trying to steal another section.
Well,
of
I
the
can
wall
imagine
that they had
people
to close
stealing.
the
Yeah,
wall
of
down
course.
and
Of course.
all this
I-
craziness.
all of
Anybody
my
get any
cu-
horror stories?
All of my,
I mean, do you
all of my
wanna-
customer service experience is over the telephone,
Mm.
but it's been for literally like half my life, and
people feel like extra emboldened to just say whatever they want to you when it's not a face-to-face interaction.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh my god, the shit that people just say to you over the phone, and then also will like need your help in the same breath, and it's hilarious. People suck.
I will say, I mean, I have probably the best horror story ever from my days at Kmart back in the day. That tells you anything about how long ago this was.
Kmart. Hell yeah, dude.
So it was 2014. I was 19 at the time. I don't know why the hell I decided that summer I was doing 2 jobs. I was there and I was Walgreens. So one day at Kmart, I don't know how in God's green earth this happened. There was a streak of
oh, I missed it. He was flashing backstage.
There's the scream. We're off the air now.
Kmart.
So there was a brown trail that went from the furniture section all the way back towards layaway. And for whatever reason, because we had maintenance people at the time, they didn't want to fucking do it. They're just like, Jose, you're going to have to. I'm like, what? So, yeah, having to mop up some bodily.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was
that's
a
never,
that was
that's
a great
never good.
experience.
That's never, I worked at a supermarket for 10 years. So I once had a person, so I had to work. I was a checkout manager, right? For a good chunk of the 10 years, not the whole time, but for the good chunk of it. And I had to work the service desk one day, and I had a woman return I forget the brand, but it was a frozen pizza, and she returned it to me, and I said, "Oh, it clearly opened and everything like that." And I go, "Oh, what was wrong with it?" And she said, "It tasted funny." And I said, "So you cooked it?" And she was like, "Yeah, it tasted funny." And I said, "Okay." So I pulled it out and it was burnt to shit.
Hi, Larry Woods.
Hi, Larry.
I used to wait tables. I had a lady return an omelet because it was made with eggs. She didn't know.
I've had someone order an omelet with no eggs.
I'm going to use that one next time I go out.
Yeah.
Order this.
Yeah.
This steak is I wanted them.
So she
hang on. This steak's made of beef.
And then returned it to me saying it didn't taste good. And I said, "Yeah, because you burnt it." Now, the supermarket I worked at, we had a no hassle return policy. So I had to, and which whatever, it's not my money. I don't give a shit. In the moment, they wanted me to care, but I'm like, it's $7. I don't care.
But
I was just like,
meat scam.
Yeah,
That's
and I was just like, "Are you kidding me? Like, you burnt
today.
this to a crisp." And so now, instead of just admitting defeat and being like, "Well, that's fucking gone. I got to do something else for dinner," you're like, "You know what? I'm gonna go get my money back and say it didn't taste
That
good."
point,
you
like
burnt
respect.
it.
I was so badly hoping to hear that there was this like
a terrible thing in the ones?
this hardened burnt melted fucking plastic layer on the entire pizza or something.
Yeah, they cooked it with the wrapper on, like they just threw the whole thing in there with the wrapper.
Pizza.
Yeah. And then we had, but it wasn't so much the one-off crazy things. It was the people that like you found out what their systems were. Like, like we had like the same people would come in and return the same type of stuff every week. And it was like a system. Like they were like, and you see it happening. And you're like, okay, clearly this is like, they're not technically doing anything wrong, but like this is not a circumstantial thing that we're seeing. Like this is a devised plan that they do multiple times a week. And it's like, why? I just don't. That was the stuff that was crazy to me.
I sympathize with the burnt pizza lady a little bit because I've prior to getting a convection oven that had an auto off timer on it, I've been known to maybe
forget you had a pizza in the oven.
Do a couple of legal Canadian things and then forget that I've put a pizza in the oven.
Fair.
Until I go to the bathroom and smell burning from the kitchen, and then there's like a hockey puck pizza.
Well, now you know.
But like
you can return that to a supermarket and get your money back, Mike.
I don't know if I've got like enough conviction about my $7 to go.
Yeah, you can. Well, now it's probably 12 or 13. But like
What you
can
drinking on there, Larry? What you got there, Larry?
It looks like Bush Light. Is that a Bush?
Like,
no, never mind.
Kokanee. Yeah.
What is that?
What?
We don't have
What
that in
is
America. I
that?
don't have that near me. That's beer.
That's an Alberta beer.
It's not
I might have drank in one. I might have drank one of those at your apartment before.
You
Might have.
definitely did.
Yeah.
And then you fade recrew that day.
And then I fell asleep as Larry was talking to me in his chair at 5 a.m. after a wild night.
Larry doesn't sleep. That's what I get.
Not anymore. No,
Yeah.
no. I'm on days now, so I actually can sleep now.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
That's nice.
Congratulations.
I can't watch a TV show or anything because 2 minutes in, I'm out.
Yes. I can't. I'm not allowed. I have to stretch my back because I have a bad back. But like every time I stretch my back, it's like I might get up. It might be if like 10 minutes of stretching. It might be 2 hours of napping.
Oh no!
every time I lay down to stretch, it's a gamble.
How are you, Mr. Lumberjack?
I'm okay. It's I keep on looking at the Edmonton game, and Boston's winning 1-0 right now.
Well, just wait, because we stink. So.
Are you kidding me? This is the Edmonton Oilers. These guys are.
You guys were in the Stanley Cup Finals last year.
Well, that's great. Same with Montreal.
Are you not good this year? Are you not good this year?
Montreal did like 6 years ago, and they haven't been back since.
Yeah, but are you not good this year? Are you having an off? Are you still? I assume you're good again. Yeah. You still got McDavid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our Skinner needs to pull up his freaking. He needs to be better. He has to stop playing like a little fucking pansy. But pardon language, I shouldn't say pansy online. But fuck
it's
it.
okay.
Oh, Larry. Let's fucking go.
There it is.
Fucking go. Wow.
Yeah, we found Larry.
We found Larry.
Ben Omen, that's stud.
Yeah, when it comes to hockey, I am very upset that my Bruins paid Jeremy Swayman. And we paid him all that money, and guess what? He sucks now.
But that's sports in
sports. That's just sports.
I don't like it. I didn't like his attitude in the offseason. Like he's like, I'm doing this for my other goalies, man. I'm doing this I got to set the market for everybody else. It's like, first of all, you've done nothing, buddy. Sit down. All right. You're good. I want you on the team. You're good. But you won one playoff series and you haven't had a full series as a full season as the main guy ever. You have done nothing in this league. Do not act like you're the best goalie in the league. Sit down. Be quiet.
Humble.
Damn.
That's what I felt like. And then the Bruins paid him, and he has not been good this year. And now,
but you know what? It's such a mindset too, right? I mean, at least they didn't give him a huge contract.
Yeah, they met somewhat in the middle. Yeah, they met. Oh, well, don't get Pluggo started on that.
On what?
He said at least they didn't give him a huge contract like Deshaun Watson.
I was going to start talking about Adam Banks and Charlie Conway since we're
Mighty
talking
Ducks.
hockey. Yeah,
Mighty Ducks.
The best hockey movie ever made, the best trilogy of all time.
Wow.
Do
you all agree that the Mighty Ducks is the best trilogy of all time? The best movie trilogy. Pluggo thinks, and he means this. He's not just being a goof. Pluggo truly means this.
Best
Mighty
hockey
Ducks,
movie
he thinks is the best movie trilogy of all time. It's not just
my number one. It's my number one.
I'd say best sports trilogy because no one can compete to Star Wars is the best trilogy. Okay.
Well, there's more than is that a trilogy still?
No, sorry, the original trilogy. Okay. There we go.
I don't know because A New Hope is not that good to me. Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, yes. If we're talking a trilogy as a whole, I would say the Shrek trilogy.
Wow, that's a good one.
Wow,
correct. Huh?
That's it. But the first three was enough to be like its own trilogy, and then they have.
Wait, if it has more, is it a trilogy though?
Well, I mean, Star Wars has 3 trilogies if you think about it.
That is true. That is true.
Original, prequel, sequel. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Do we need to Google that?
My thing is, The Godfather 3 is such a bad movie that you can't. The first 2 are so good that you have to mention it as one of the best trilogies ever. But the third one is just so bad.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Very good. Have you seen the new one?
No,
me neither.
I'm too scared to like ruin the franchise for myself. I don't like it.
Yeah. Back to the Future, obviously a good one.
I've never seen
the
a
third
Back to
one
the
though.
Future
Is a
movie.
little.
What do you call a trilogy but 5? A pentology.
I've never seen a Back to the Future.
What
movie,
is a tetraology is a 4.
I've never seen a
movie
Back to the
trilogy.
Future movie, Larry Woods.
That's a good trilogy too.
Yeah.
And then Mission Impossible, every film they add, that's a Scientology.
No, that's true.
So how many Star Wars movies are there? 6?
Nine.
45, maybe.
Well, yeah, there's more than that. But
then
nine
there's
and-
like,
yeah.
Well,
then there's 9, and then there's a whole bunch of like on the side.
A trilogy of 6 movies is called a hexology.
119.
I don't know, I have to look that up.
Probably.
I mean, you have a trilogy of trilogies, so
yeah. Hex is 6, so
a
Oct
trilogy
would be 8.
Yeah, neptology.
Yeah, nept. Yeah.
Okay, so
A
how about
trilogy
this?
of 9 is not technically a trilogy. A trilogy is divided by 3. That's not what I want.
Well, 9 divides by
9
3,
divided
so
by
that person's
3.
an
square
idiot.
root.
Yeah.
It's a trilogy.
Don't read that one.
See, normally in a
tri-
trilogy, you have a 33% chance of watching one movie.
Oh, Dustin's asking, Larry, we know you're a big Transformers. Do you have a favorite Transformer movie?
Oh, well, duh.
The original animated movie.
100%. The 1986 Transformers. Actually, you know what? That scarred me as a kid, and I still have that. Yeah. We're gonna go with that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man. The band's Lion. That opened me
Did
up.
you have like a I'm assuming most of us had Transformers toys as children.
Yes.
Speak for yourself, nerd. I'm just kidding.
Did you have? Okay, was there like one that was just like you loved transforming it more than any other one?
Oh my god. Okay, so we're talking.
That's not my mind went somewhere else.
Either or, bro, and take your pick.
Oh god,
The floor is yours. Just talk. Go ahead, do both.
Back in the day, it was Optimal Optimus because he could transform in like air, ape, car, and robots. Yeah, there was 4.
Did you know at one point the Rad's theme was almost a song from the '87 animated movie?
I pitched in the '86. There was there's a song in it when Megatron is first attacking Autobot City, and I pitched that song because it's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Why'd you get out vetoed there?
Because I'm the only Transformer nerd out of the group.
Talk about a dude that might know about Transformers. Dan Brown's in the house. Hi, bud.
Hey guys, hey! I just put 3 kids down to bed, so I have no clue what we're talking about.
We're Transformers currently.
Oh, I thought we were talking about his kids.
No, yeah, we're talking about your kids now.
We're talking about
Go on.
Yeah, but Transformers we were chatting about.
Comic Expo came to Edmonton, and I ended up getting, oh my goodness, Frank Welker and Peter Cullen's autograph, and ended up having like a quick little chit chat with them and whatnot. And
yeah,
Peter Cullen is fucking amazing. He made like a joke. This lady was right ahead of me, and she was like, "Oh, I love you guys. I love you so much. Like you're such a big voice actor to me. Like thank you so much for everything. And like I hope you keep doing stuff." And he's like, "Oh, thank you. Well, you know what? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I might end up dead tomorrow." And she never liked that comment.
No.
And he looks over at me, and he gives me the eyes of like, ugh, and I'm fucking laughing. Oh my god, this guy just has a good sense of humor, and everyone's like, ugh.
I like it.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Good grandpa, I'll tell you that. I wish he was my grandpa.
Yeah.
That was a joke, guys. Come on.
Oh, I'm laughing. I'm laughing.
Thank you. See, there we go.
I'm laughing. Hey.
So what's up, Dan? What's up, brother?
Not too much, just like I said, putting the kids down to bed, got the dogs walking around here now, and I tried to get signed in a little bit earlier to join the festivities here, but fatherhood had different plans for me.
So
have you guys started talking about how Kofi and Xavier have been right this whole time?
Oh my god. God
damn it,
Dan's on the New Day side of this.
I'm on the New Day side. They made a lot of really good points.
Okay, so before we get into this, you're right. Second of
Thank
all,
you.
I have to go, so
Oh,
I'm going to let this trash fire burn, and I will say, you're
Ah!
right. Thank you. Have a wonderful holiday season.
You
I'm
too.
in the
You too, friend.
weeds Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays over on Fightful Overbooked. Get my cheap plug in. So go
Yes.
check that out. And
Yes.
y'all stick around here. Hang
Love
on
you,
this show.
Joel.
Love you, Beards. We'll see you guys in the new year. Take care of
All
yourselves.
right. Appreciate you, Joel. Thanks for popping in, man.
Much love to
Have a
y'all.
good holiday.
Take care.
Okay, now that Dad has left the room, was
right.
Kofi and Xavier right?
I have no idea what we're talking
Carefully.
about.
Oh yeah,
and
Mike
on
does
that
not
note-
watch the WWE. So
on
Mike,
that note, I have videos to edit. So
it was all right, my man.
Big Star Mike.
Bye, Mike.
love ya.
Thanks for joining us. We appreciate
So
you,
long,
buddy.
sir.
Yeah. Go
Wow,
follow-
Dan comes in, drops a bomb, everybody bails.
No,
That's my thing, man. I walk crowds.
You know what? He's probably right. He's probably right. But go follow me on Instagram here and watch my reels because I've been filming shit at wrestling shows on my GoPro, and someone told me it looks like a skate video the other day, and that made me really fucking happy.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
one of those classics. Oh, yo, that's sad.
dude.
Yeah.
I've been having some fun, and I found out I get to go film a deathmatch show in March. So
Hell yeah.
I'm so excited to just like get glass rained all over me with my GoPro while I'm trying to film people
Love it, buddy.
consensually hurting themselves. Have a great night, everybody. I love you.
All
Bye.
right. Bye, Mike.
Take care, pal.
Hey.
All right.
Kofi,
Now,
Xavier was
Drew
not
and
right.
I, and Dan, you are. I appreciate you because you're in our chats a lot. For Drew and I, when we talk firmly WWE. Obviously, I'm not going to speak for Drew because he's here. He can talk, but I am very against. And Kofi's my boy. He's from Boston. Right? We look out for each other. No.
In the words of CM Punk, tell me when they're telling lies.
I'm not even saying that they're telling lies, but the fact that you would diminish a broken neck like
So
they
what
diminish
you're
is
saying is
improper.
Kofi and Xavier are not wrong.
Well, they are wrong. I don't think Big E abandoned them. I think
Rest
Big E
my
had a
case.
serious healthcare situation that he could have died. So he had to
a
take care of
serious
himself.
enough of a healthcare condition to where he could still go on those 20-hour plane rides to Saudi Arabia and sit at a desk.
What a
But he
doctor
can't-
clears is what a doctor clears.
Ugh.
You know?
Bad take, man. Bad take.
Yeah, it is. I'll take the bad take. I'll take the bad take.
Jose,
Can I
how do
really-
you
listen,
feel about
listen,
Jose
I was
and Larry?
getting
How do you
chastised.
guys feel about this?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
getting
Drew.
chastised when I was saying that Kevin Owens was justified. Okay, so
Oh, Kevin Owens is 100%.
my
Yeah, Kevin Owens is
I will-
justified.
Seth
Kofi
Rollins
and
is
Woods,
right?
however,
Yeah, go ahead, Jose.
absolutely not. I just can't, and that pains me because Woods and Kofi were like two of my favorite guys. Like going to a SmackDown, having a Tekken sign, and Kofi high fives me across the barricade.
Yeah.
Great taste in games. However, the whole year never there. I firmly believe that Big E's going to get cleared next year, and he's going to get his comeuppance in the Rumble, and they're going to have a hell of a Mania program. But the so what of a broken neck?
Yeah,
is
incredible.
insane.
What a line.
Dan.
What a line. Oh, you
Yeah,
broke
and
his
then
neck.
talking about
So what?
Stone Cold, Edge. Like I was waiting to see like how many more names you're going to drop. Like considering the fact that he won his world title from someone that came back from a broken neck like that.
Yeah. Oh, incredible.
Stone Cold still showed up to
Kurt
work.
Angle won a gold medal with a broken neck. With
Broken
a
freaking neck. Yeah,
freaking
a broken
neck.
freaking neck.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Listen, I met Dan last week in person, and Mrs. Pluggo was on Team Dan for this. So yeah, she's
Listen,
kicked around.
the more we talk, look,
Thank
I
you.
do feel like the more we talk about it, there are people coming out of the. Yeah, Joel Pearl said he was right.
I know.
We know Kimmy is also on
Yeah,
Team New
Kimmy's
Day. I
Kimmy-
know a few other people that have gone to that side of things.
I
go,
don't
"Listen,
know how you can read that Tribune article that he posted that same day and then say, "Oh yeah,
he had time to write a Tribune article." Listen, Kofi and Xavier.
like to say."
I mean,
that
we're
he
talking about the
deserved
man.
it. After that, I can't.
We're also talking about the only man that on a podcast where Jimmy and Jey Uso were having discourse about whether or not they were twins, if they would be born on different days from the same pregnancy. And E being the only one common sense talking about, yes, you're still twins. And everybody else saying, I don't think so. A man that has the simple pleasures in life about how his dream match is Goldberg.
Big meaty man slapping meat.
Yeah. Getting greased up. Just making his way out there.
How can you dislike? Yeah. How can you want to? Just in general, whether you
Dan,
how does anybody want to see Big E getting treated like that? Man,
it also doesn't hurt that he's dating Chris Yim, sister of good friend Meechin. You know,
yeah. I don't know. I packed food and dinners with Big E right next to him at the SummerSlam charity event, and that man was as nice as they come. So I can't.
So you packed some dinners with the guy. So what?
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah, so what, JPJ? I almost died with you.
That's true. I almost died.
That's true. We bonded over almost dying.
We almost died.
Sitting in the Bray Wyatt section at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland for SmackDown.
Yep, 100%.
I don't think that there was a seat higher than ours. I don't think it was possible.
Well, there were a few rows but they were like we were against the wall, and then there was like a couple jettisoned rows up.
If it wasn't
no guardrail for those Clevelanders.
That's the thing. And like you go down the steps, and there was no railing in the middle. Yeah. Usually there's a railing in the middle, and you choose your sides going up and down.
KeyBank Center would never.
It was like it was only like 6 steps, but there's no railing. And they're like because they you know how they go. They go, well,
that's why we call it
if we lose one of them, who cares?
Reason.
We know the people that are sitting up there. If one of them goes, who cares? That's how they feel. That's how they feel. That's how they feel. Disgusting. It's disgusting. No railings. No railings.
What do you need railings for?
So you don't die.
Like,
I'm joking.
I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I've lived 36 years old, and I'm doing okay.
So what?
Yeah.
If I would have stumbled, if somebody from up
if you would have stumbled and fell, I'd be like, so what? Get to work.
Yeah, I would have been down there dead, and Ella would have been like, should we go check on JPJ? And Pluggo would have been like, so what?
So what?
So what? We got to go to SummerSlam tomorrow.
Yeah, so what? He'll be fine.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Big E's feeling okay to take all those plane rides to France, to Saudi Arabia. He's feeling okay to do all those things, but he can't be there for his boys when they're fighting Johnny Gargano. Get the fuck out of here.
Listen, if you've been in our chats for Permanently WWE, so you know that I was saying for a little bit, if he's at these pre-shows,
yes, we have been.
What is he not doing ringside with his boys?
Yeah, that is a valid
criticism. I say yes, I agree. I think that is a valid criticism, but to use the broken once you start, you know.
How about this? How about this? Where was COVID Xavier hanging out with him at the desk? It goes both ways. Why aren't you hanging out with your boy? Why weren't you packing meals for the homeless in Cleveland with your boys? No, you weren't. You were off fighting. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there was no power of positivity.
And I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, where were you hanging out at the post show?
For a lot of those PLEs this year, Big E was the only one of those 3 that was traveling. Because they really weren't on a lot of those cards.
Well, that's because Triple H.
So is that really Big E's fault? Is that really Big E's fault? Because I'm pretty sure Kofi and Xavier didn't have to travel to Saudi Arabia. Oh, actually, no, they might have had.
Larry's the only one on screen who's in a group. How do you feel about this, Larry?
Oddly enough, there was a little bit of friction in the group not too long ago. So how, for somebody that's in a group with wrestlers and a brotherhood, times can be tough. Times can be tough.
And it's all about being open-minded about what the situation is. Now, let me do you one better. Where was Kofi and Big E in the Page video?
Oh, wow.
They weren't there. Brad Maddox was there, but they weren't there. Right? Am I right? Selfish. But it's about having an open mind, situational awareness, And shit happens. Family fights. Some get laid. Some
that's a
don't.
different kind
Whatever,
of
right?
situation.
I don't think I've ever had a moment on this show in 185 episodes where everybody just went.
Oh, all right.
I mean,
I'm having a really hard time debating against that point, though.
We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. We will leave it there.
So, Christmas.
I did not
You guys
say that
get
one
your
time.
shopping in yet?
I did not.
I didn't think Larry was going to go there.
No, I did not. That you want to talk
Not
about
just a hat rack.
that wow. All right. Oof. Guest clip of the year, courtesy of Lover.
I mean,
you know, Dustin's already on it. It's already made.
You know what? They did have that rap out on the 4th of July. That
They
one
did.
SmackDown where the Usos brought up. Said
Who
that-
threw the pie in Kevin Owens' face, by the way? Speaking of 4th of July.
Oh, yo.
We still haven't solved that mystery. That's probably why he's pissed at Cody.
You know what? It was probably Cody.
They never answered that. They never answered who threw the pie in his face.
Hey, Dan, Dustin wants to know if Boy Meets World was made today, who would play Frankie's dad? Because it was Vader.
It was Vader,
It was Vader. Who would play? Well, I'm going. If we base it off of the fact that Frankie lives in a trailer, and just we're talking about demographics, people who live in a trailer, it's got to be
Philly.
Tyrus.
Oh God,
Tyrus.
You know, maybe it's not his dad; it's his mom.
You're
And
gonna tell me that when Frankie comes home, Tyrus isn't gonna be sitting in the recliner in front of the TV watching Fox News.
Going, you could be
recliner in a trailer.
Good point.
No.
What's
Well,
that?
You can fit a recliner in a trailer these days.
Oh, it's true. It's true. Wait, it cut out on Jose. What did you say? If it was if it wasn't a dad, it was a mom. Who'd be who?
Yeah, maybe if instead of it being the dad, it's the mom that's the wrestler. ODB.
That'd be good. That'd be a good one.
That'd be good.
ODB.
That's a good
pull.
shout.
That's a
That's a
good
really
pull.
good
I'd watch that.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of so it was Vader. I'm trying to think of who would.
That's a good shout.
That is. That's
I
a
mean,
good
do we
question.
do like another like Haas style wrestler though in that vein, or?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm. Yeah.
Otis.
Yeah. Otis would be good.
Otis would fit. I love Otis.
The only
dude.
reason
Here's his Alice, his dad.
I love
I
Otis.
thought the only reason I didn't pick Otis was just because Otis is a little bit younger. I mean,
Yeah, he's on the
Tyrus
younger-
is
yeah.
50.
Yeah, Tyrus is in his older. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, is he that old? Really?
I think he's at least in his 40s. But he's up there. Yeah, he's not young.
I think he's 50, and he wrestles like he's fucking 80. So
I mean, we all saw him.
Oh wow, he's 51.
Yeah, we all saw him
That's a
do the
lot of
ropes.
sense.
We all saw him run the ropes, and that was enough to.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
What an
You know, I feel
arrow
bad.
for the-
I shouldn't be disparaging wrestlers on Love Wrestling's channel.
So, but Tyrus is okay. We don't.
I mean,
we're
Tyrus
not
running
we're
the
not
ropes
pro
made
Tyrus.
Velvet Guy look like Nami Toy.
We are very anti-Tyrus, so we can disparage Tyrus all we want.
Listen,
He's allowed.
We're called Love Wrestling, but we don't always love wrestling.
That's fair. You got to
love
fairly.
every aspect of it.
Yeah. That was a good question though, Dustin. Thank you. Boy Meets World. What a show! What a show that was, huh?
When this boy meets world.
It was a great show. It was a great show.
I was just on a podcast and they asked about it, and I said if I could, if I was fantasy booking Boy Meets World, I would go back and I would have Topanga go to Yale, her and Corey break up, and then him end up with Lauren.
Oh,
you need to have a little bit more realism. I know some people marry their high school sweetheart. I get that. For some people, it works out. For most, it doesn't.
Yeah.
So I just be a little more real with it.
Yeah.
I like my sitcoms like I like my wrestling, reality based. Okay. That's why we need the real WWE champion to start
Kevin
feuding with the real AEW champion with CM
Punk. Yeah.
And by the way, when Seth Rollins, I think I told Pluggo this in person, and I wish I would have said this when you guys had Stephanie on, but she joined and then the joke was too late at that point. When Seth Rollins went out there and said, "Do you know why I really hate you, CM Punk?" I really wanted him to say, "Because you got Colt Cabana fired." And then just
Dan hates safety and romance.
That would have been incredible. They are leaning into that part of CM Punk. They're obviously not going to mention AEW by name, but they're not shying away from it. Like the stuff that Seth is saying, like, because you failed somewhere else and you know, whatever. Like, so it's kind of funny because I saw a side by side of the promo, because the promo that Seth cut on Monday wasn't word for word, but it was pretty damn close to the Hangman promo. That apparently was the promo that set CM Punk off in his eventual exit.
Now, bitch.
Yeah. Who's the bootlicker now, bitch? Seth said yesterday. But like, if you look at that side by side promo of Seth, because he said it, I'm gonna save WWE from you. It's the same shit that Hangman said.
You know, in a wonderful leather jacket.
Yes,
Hangman
and
style.
Punk doesn't have a problem with it now.
Well, Punk's probably, he's getting paid.
You know,
you gotta understand, too, Punk probably realizes, like, I don't have very many chances left to go batshit crazy backstage, so I might let this slide.
Yeah. I just,
how many more Mindy's Muffins promos I got left?
I'm a pro Punk guy. I think wrestling is better when he's in it. I really do. All the bullshit aside, like, he's great and he's over. Like, I'm a pro CM Punk guy, but there is a side of CM Punk that even for a pro CM Punk guy, it's exhausting sometimes. Like,
so I was doing a show in Ann Arbor. Yeah, I was doing a show in Ann Arbor, and I was talking with another comic, and he was a huge wrestling fan, and we're hitting it off, and everything's good. And then the topic of CM Punk comes up, and this guy is total anti CM Punk. And I'm like, well, you're a Chicago guy and everything. And, it's kind of weird to hear from him. And as we're talking, he then lets it out that he's really close friends with Colt Cabana. And I was like,
that'll do it.
There's the angle. And I was like, okay, well, answer this. Did anything CM Punk say, was anything a lie? And he goes, listen, that's not the important thing. And I was like, no, it's kind of an important thing. Like, I'm not disputing he's probably an asshole, but whether or not he's a lying asshole is a big difference.
Yeah,
right.
That's fair. That's fair.
Is he just brutally honest, or is he just telling lies? I got to know.
Yeah.
Right.
What is?
Pluggo, turn on the dryer.
Hit the dryer.
Put on the dryer.
What is Colt Cabana doing these days? I don't even know what he's doing.
Collecting a check from Tony.
Yeah, he's probably collecting a check from AEW.
Is he ROH or something?
Yeah,
allegedly
I don't know if he works. Yeah, does he work backstage or have an agent or anything like that? Maybe for Ring of Honor or. Technically, I wouldn't think that he would like. They wanted him there before. They removed him for whatever reasons. That person that everybody thinks was part of the main reason he was removed hasn't been there for a while. Like, I don't know why he wouldn't be back in the fold at all. I don't know if he is or not, but who knows?
I do think it would be a fun reality show to have like Colt Cabana have a wrestling school where he predominantly teaches comedy wrestling.
Yeah.
Like that would be a fun half-hour long series on Netflix.
Is it or like do it like a single cam comedy, like have it be kind of like The Office, but like for a wrestling.
Is it a misstep on? Is it a misstep on our part that the feud of the year isn't Jack Perry versus CM Punk?
That was last year, though.
For this year, no.
For this year,
that was more the previous. That was more.
I mean, this year clearly Kimmy Solko versus Sean Ross Sapp.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. Is it not? Is it not?
It's Dan versus Big E.
I know.
Christ.
But we appreciate all you fellas showing up here this evening and hanging out. Some of you for a long time, some of you just popping in recently. We appreciate all you guys and all the people that were here that bounced earlier. We're going to give everybody a chance to kind of go through this stuff and plug where you're going to be wrestling, where you're going to be performing, what you got coming up on the interwebs, all that fun stuff. But before you do, I would like to know, when you were a child, what was the best Christmas present you got? And then you can plug your stuff. Or the best Christmas present you remember. How about that? Doesn't have to be a big one. It could be a sentimental, whatever. So say the best Christmas present you ever received, and then plug your stuff. I'll start with Dan, and we'll kind of go around the room.
Best gift I ever received was PlayStation 2. Gotta go with PlayStation 2. SmackDown, Shut Your Mouth. No, it's SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain. That's when I finally got the PlayStation 2. As for my plug, for all you people out in Harrison, Pennsylvania, I'm going to be there at the Comedy Zone January 10th and 11th.
Awesome. Love it. Larry?
Geez. Top the head, I'm gonna go with Nintendo GameCube with Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
GameCube. Man, I remember the GameCube, man. What a time.
2001, 2002.
What a time. Yeah, what a time.
And yeah, so Twitter, it's oh my goodness, at Rad Lumberjack, and Instagram it's Larry _ or Lumberjack _ Larry Woods. There we go. Damn, how do I not?
Is it bad that I know your handle better than you do? I was about to just say it for you.
Listen, I'm still on vacation mode. All right, I just got back like 2 days ago. So
oh, where'd you go? Wait, where were you?
I went to New Brunswick, Moncton, New Brunswick.
Heck
to
yeah.
go visit my dad. So
nice. Good time.
Saskatoon, eh?
It was fantastic.
Love it. Love to hear it. Nothing better than a vacation.
And I think my next show is going to be Rogers Place on January
24.
Thank you, 24th. I was going to say 24th.
The Oil Rumble 2.
Let's go.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, I last year I was able to make it up there. I hung out for the week for the Oil Rumble and the LPW show, and that was a blast. I'm going to be up there at some point in 2020. Let me speak. I'm going to be up there at some point in 2025, but I don't think I'll be able to make it up for the Oil Rumble, sadly. But
well, next time you're here, we got to make sure that Michael Allen, Richard Clark is also there too.
Yeah, yeah, we got to.
Tears, baby.
We got to relive that night. Yeah, we got to relive that night. Good Lord. Jose.
Yeah. So sentimental one. There was a year that I was like super sick as a kid on Christmas. So I remember opening up Soul Calibur 3 for the PlayStation 2. Happy as a clam. Could barely talk because like I had lost my voice to croup, was coughing like all hell. It starts snowing out the window, like perfect white Christmas moment. 6 months later, I find the receipt in my dad's office. So it's like, well, it was a memory at least. But yeah. No. Currently a free agent in the media space, so that's fun. So anybody looking for event coverage, I'm your guy. Also trying to get back into some commentary stuff. But in the meantime, Jose in the air everywhere. And on Christmas Day, I'll be live streaming some Fall Guys on Twitch. So if you want to come hang out, watch us play video games badly, probably have some profanity, maybe some impairment items of your choice, beverage or herbal. You do you.
We like both. We like both in these parts. Let me tell you, we like both in these parts. Well, this is the tease. But the man behind the curtain saying, come up in May. I think that was me trying to get up there. And then he said, I still remember JBJ.
Dan, I hope that was your life telling you that your Big E thing sucked.
Damn.
How dare you put that out on the screen? I'm sorry.
Unbelievable. Yeah, that is true. I walked into Spencer's house. Mars the specialist was sleeping on the couch, and I woke his ass up at 6:45 a.m. walking in from a night out with Michael Allen, Richard Clark, and Larry. So that was a time. I got there at about 7 a.m. That's right. And I totally ditched ring day. Where they break the ring down, and it wasn't on purpose, but I was just so tired and I didn't go. And I know everyone thinks I'm a bitch because of it, so I need to earn my stripes back and show up to ring crew day. I need to earn my stripes back because everyone was like, that bitch. Drew, my friend, plug your stuff and let us know your Christmas memory gift or what you remember the most.
Used to every year up until I was about like 12 or 13, I think. I used to get the latest test truck that was out.
Oh yeah.
That was always a sentimental thing for me. I had them for a long time. I kept them for a long time, and then I gave them out about 2016. I think 2016 or 2015. I gave them out to all my kid cousins one Christmas. Like, okay, I'm passing these on now to the younger generation.
Yeah.
And no, fuck you. I'm not plugging anything.
Fair. Love it. Love that energy. Love that energy. Love that.
Solid.
Energy. Love it. Pluggo, do the dang thing, brother.
I one time got a Red Ryder BB gun.
Wait,
and shot my eye out.
Oh, damn it.
Oh.
Damn it, Pluggo.
I feel like I've heard this story before.
No, it's an original. It's mine. It's mine. I think, like, if I remember right, when I was a kid, I got a Sega Genesis. I thought it was pretty dope back in the day. Street Fighter 2, or Streets of Rage 2 was on it. Sonic 2.
Hell yeah.
But I'm Pluggo. You can find me at Pluggo on all social media platforms. You can find what JPJ and I do. The Beardy Awards are next week.
Next week, the Beardy Awards.
Vote early, vote often, spam the vote. You can vote as often as you like. We don't care. Just if you got a guy or gal you want to win, make it happen. And then B2B on all social media platforms. That's what we got going on.
Heck yeah. The best gift so when I was a child, 13
back in 1956.
Yeah, basically. WrestleMania 14 happened in Boston, where Stone Cold beat Shawn Michaels for the title and all that stuff. And I went to a house show with my dad, like the previous September-ish or something like that. And they announced at the house show, they did that thing where they were like, "Oh, if we have a special thing, WrestleMania's coming to Boston, blah, blah. And if you, after the show, you can get a discounted rate on, So I heard that WrestleMania was going to Boston. So I looked at my dad, and my dad, now being an adult, my dad, once they said that, my dad was probably like, fuck off. Because I know he's going to ask me for it. Son of a bitch. You know what I mean?
Realize we're financial ruins right now?
That's what I'm saying. As an adult now, I knew my dad was probably like, you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. But, so I look at my dad and I'm like, yo, WrestleMania's coming. And he's like, yeah, okay. And then Christmas morning, they gave me whatever, normal couple video games, stuff like that. And then they said, oh, Joe, you forgot, very, very rough, like, oh, Joe, you forgot something in your stocking. And I went in there. And there was an envelope, and it was 2 tickets to WrestleMania 14. And I was like, and I was like 13 years old, so I probably
and then it
was on cloud 9 for a year and a half.
He's like, why did we move into this trailer?
Yeah,
it all makes sense now.
Yeah. So
well, that's just like around here. Everybody's like, "Are you going to the Notre Dame game?" I don't have $3,000 for a ticket into the stadium. You guys, calm down.
Just sneak in.
Exactly. Yeah. Is there going to be 100,000 people there? You can just go in with the, why not?
Yeah. Or you know what? I find waving the gun around works just as well too.
Although you are in Indiana, so that might actually fly. But it is what it is. But yes, JPJ Loves Gaming on all social media platforms, including Twitch. We play a lot of video games over there. I don't play them well, but we have a good time. And YouTube and all that fun stuff. You know where to find me and Pluggo every Thursday night here at 8 a.m. You can see me and Drew on the other side of Pluggo. 8 a.m. 8 p.m. My bad.
Jesus, I don't think so, brother. That doesn't work for me.
You can see me and Drew because he didn't plug anything, so I'll plug it for us. Me and Drew every Tuesday and Thursday morning at 10 a.m. on this channel for Firmly Love Wrestling. We talk WWE on Tuesdays. We talk AEW on Thursdays. And then I pop in everywhere else, but that's where you can find me. Again,
just for people, I just want to make sure, just for people who maybe aren't aware, the me not plugging thing
is a shtick
gimmick I have on this.
Yeah, it's a shtick. It's a shtick that I appreciate to the end of time. I honestly appreciate it. I think it's tremendous.
Yeah, way to break kayfabe, dude.
Listen, it's okay. It's okay.
Listen, I came off a little strong. I just wanted to make sure people didn't think I was an asshole.
I'm good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. No, but thank you 4 gentlemen for joining us throughout the duration tonight. Thank everybody else that popped in earlier. Kimmy, Mike, Lawrence, Mars, Thad, Boris. Did I forget anybody?
Joel
Pearl. The fabulous Joel Pearl. TNA Joel Pearl, as Spencer said earlier in the chat. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Hope everyone celebrates and has a wonderful holiday season, no matter what you're celebrating. I hope it's safe.
For you, Kofi and Woods. I hope you have a little cold in your stocking.
My motto is don't be good, but be safe. And I feel like that is my motto. So have a good, safe holidays. Have some fun. And Pluggo and I will see you next week. The 4th annual Beardy Awards next week, y'all. The 4th annual Beardy Awards. For everybody here at Love Wrestling, thank you all. Everybody get ready to say hi to Sue. Till next time.
Get a grip.
Peace out.
Hey there, Pluggo and JPJ. It's Trent's mom, Sue, and I have a bone to pick with you. So, I understand that you guys are being real idiots and spending your entire monthly budget. You've got to be kidding me. This is not the way to be when you're trying to run a business. Your boss, Spencer, is really pissed off at you. I'm pissed off at you. You have some nerve. You know, get a grip. You have to control yourself. You can't just go out and spend all the money that you're making, you two beards guys. Oh no, this is coming out so stupid. Anyway, behave yourselves, or I'm going to cut you off from watching AEW. You're no longer going to get to know, be able to meet my son. What? Or me. I'm sorry, this is like, I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much for being fans. Watch yourselves. Not